Hi y'all, I am down in the Florida Keys and the wind today is absolutely ripping. Although you wouldn't know it here, this area here is kind of shielded from it. Looks like it's barely blowing, but out on the open water, out on the open ocean, it is 20 plus out there, way too choppy, too windy for me to get out in the ocean. But I found a little boat ramp right over here that's going to allow us to access some canals. Never been here before, don't know what to expect, what we'll find in there, but surely there's some fish in there somewhere. So come on, y'all, let's go, let's see what we can get. I've got the kayak here ready to go. I've got some lighter tackle rods, if you will. I've got an ultralight, a light action, and then a medium heavy rod here. I throw the spoon on, so we're gonna throw the spoon, we're gonna throw some shrimp, we're gonna throw some gulp minnows, we're gonna throw everything down here in this canal. And let me get my shades on here, y'all. We'll pick up the kayak. I got everything on here I think we need. We'll just walk the kayak. The parking area is right here. I'm gonna put y'all on the chest as we cross the street here. Y'all be sure to look both ways, but we're going unedited today. Raw and uncut. Y'all gonna see everything from right now when we cross this street to when we finish fishing here today, and hopefully catch us some fish. And good news, if you're seeing this, we caught some fish. We're going exploring today, but I wouldn't just take you on a sightseeing tour. We're gonna catch some fish while we're out here. I assume this ramp is free. I don't see any signs up. Some of these ramps down here in the Keys are expensive. They charge you a fee to launch and a fee to land, usually upwards of $25 to $50 each way. Pretty ridiculous. But this one here, I don't see any signs, and there doesn't seem to be any parking attendant person out here or anything, so we'll just roll with it and hope we don't get a bill for it. But you can see this, it's a small canal, and it looks like on the map it goes in and out around these houses and stuff, so I'm gonna put this here. Since I don't know how shallow it's going to be in places up in here, we'll just do this versus putting it down in the scuppers, where sometimes in shallow water it kind of drags. Them prongs there kind of drag a little bit. Let's push this off. I'm trying to baby this kayak, y'all. This Hobie Lynx is a little bit fragile compared to some other models of kayaks. I try to take care of it here best I can. I'm gonna try not to bust my tail on this concrete getting into it too. All right, let's push off here. All right, let's get out of these fellas' way too. All right. I'll be out of your way here in just a second. All right, now let's see what we can find here. Let me get out of their way here, y'all. Again, we're going unedited. We're in a very populated place here. I ain't trying to talk to nobody today, but hell, we might have to. Let me put my pants leg back down. Let's see what all we can find here. Let's throw the spoon here for a little while first, y'all, and then we'll see if this don't work. We'll slow down and start throwing shrimp, start throwing gulp. I don't know what's in here. I assume this is saltwater. I'm not 100% sure. I guess it would have to be, because I'm way down south in the Keys. I'm down, I don't know where I'm at exactly. I know I passed Bahia Honda a while ago, so you don't, my God, you done put it in the tree. I'll let y'all cast that rod one time. I'll let you cast it one time, you done put it in the tree. You've done lost casting privileges for the day. I can't take you nowhere. Okay, let's get out of this tree here, folks. Come on now. Might be a snake up in here too I ain't trying to catch. Fortunately, today's a little chilly. I don't know if you saw them guys there going at the boat ramp, but they're all bundled up. I thought about wearing a hoodie myself. It's like 60. So it's, you know, it's fine, but the wind makes it feel a little cooler. Oh, by God, right there's a fish. Look at that. I don't know what that is. There's a fish right there. That's a good sign we've seen something. We're going to throw this spoon a little while, though. I don't know if it'll do us any good or not, but we'll start out being active, aggressive, you know, ripping this thing along through here, higher speed. And if we get bit, great. If not, then we're going to slow down. Fortunately, in here, we're so protected from the wind, we can work a jig slow and effective and not have a big bow in our line from the wind blowing it. But this water, though, it is crystal clear. I mean, it's dirty, but it's clear. I can see down to the bottom. It looks like it's probably 10 plus feet deep here, I would say. Oh, we had something, look right here, I still got something chasing it. Something followed it all the way out right there. Yeah, folks, just come with me today. We're going on a little adventure here. Wanted to go shark fishing today. Obviously, that's what I want to do every day down here, but another day with just incredibly high winds, too much so for, oh, I had another one right there. Whatever that is, them things are following it out, they're not taking it. It was the same one as the one before. But yeah, this time of year, you know, trying to come down here in January, a lot of windy days. A lot of windy days down here in the Keys. And you just gotta try to work around it. Yesterday I went down to 7 Mile Bridge and I waited till midday to go down because the wind was supposed to lay down a little bit in the afternoon. It never did. And it was pretty choppy out there, a lot choppier than what I was comfortable with. And so I didn't get any sharks there, which, I mean, you know, it's probably a good thing I didn't, considering how choppy it was. I might have got myself in a situation that I might not have wanted to be in if I'd had something big towing me around. So probably for the best. But I did catch some other fish, and so I'll probably have that video on my second channel. I'll probably cut out the ending part there, the last couple hours that I just wasn't doing any good, and just show like the first hour where I was catching quite a few fish. But nevertheless, the wind didn't lay down. And so, oh, there was something right down there. Did you see that? Beyond where we cast, something popped the water down there. Well, there's some fish in here, folks. Hell, I see some fish right here. Look right here. Look at all them. Look at all them right there. There's a whole bunch of fish right there. Look at that. Can you see down in there? There's a whole school of something. You know what, let's do? Here's what I want to do. Y'all can't cast this thing worth a damn anyway around these trees. You're going to stay hung up all day. I know you will. Let's do this. Let's throw a gulp right over there and see if we can entice one of them things. You think we can? I don't know if we can or not. by God, we vacationing those, so we're gonna wing it and see what happens, folks. I don't know what them things are, but I wouldn't mind catching one. I assume this is a saltwater canal. I don't know that there's any fresh water that would run in anywhere down here. Because I'm pretty sure this far south, I think it's just the Gulf of Mexico on the other side over here. So it would have to be saltwater. But the good thing is, back in here, I mean, I'd barely even feel the wind right now. Hell, these trees ain't even hardly moving. And so it's one of those days where there's no way in hell I could get out in the ocean in a kayak, but this will allow us to fish and see some new scenery. And all right, so we got the Ultralight 2-pound line. I got a 1/64 ounce jig head and a 1-inch gulp minnow. This is my favorite ultralight bait for back home in freshwater. Let's see what it does down here. We know there's a whole school of fish right over there. We've seen them. I don't know if y'all saw them or not. I saw them. We'll try this first. If this don't work, we'll throw some shrimp down there. And if that don't work, well, we just gonna look at them, I guess. Because if we can't get them on gulp or shrimp, then they ain't gonna get got by me. Maybe if y'all brought a cast net, maybe you could cast net them things. Most of the fish I catch back home on the gulp is caught just letting it sink down, letting it fall through the water. And I actually see some bait fish right there that's comparable size to this gulp. I don't know if you can see them, they're right here on the water surface. That's interesting. Well, we're matching the hatch at least. We're matching the size of the bait that's down here, but we'll see what happens. Good news is, though, folks, you got information I don't have. If you're seeing this, we got on some. You know, I'm just out here winging it, but I'm bringing y'all on a real fishing trip here. And okay, there's them fish again right there. I see them right there. I see my bait going down. That water is so clear. I got one looking at it right here. Look at, you see him right there? Here comes another one getting ready to look at it. They can see the bait, I can see them. We may have to have something real to entice these fish, folks. There's a bunch more right up there. We're blowing up on them. Golly, there's a whole bunch more right over there. How awesome is this? You can see all these fish. This is like having live scope, except from up above here. I can see them with my own eyes, but I'll never catch them. I'm just popping this thing right here, trying to get some attention. All right. Well, you know what? If this don't work, let's try the real thing. By gosh. Let's just try an actual shrimp. My jig head here may be a little, I got that 1/16 tied on there. I may need to go down to like a 1/32. It's gonna fall very quickly. Yeah, I know. Bear with me a second here, folks. We unprepared. Y'all are unprepared. I'll feel better if we put on a smaller jig head. Let me get us off this boat right here. We're starting off in a hell of a manner here, ain't we, folks? Casting into a tree. Now we retying a jig. Look at them right there. You see them things right there? You see them things? They're right there taunting us, man. I don't know what the hell them things are. Let's do this. Y'all gonna be bored out of your minds first thing because I'm sitting here retying instead of fishing. Unprepared, folks. Didn't know if I was even gonna fish today, let alone where or what we were gonna get into. And here we are. We're improvising on the spot. I hope we catch something today. I don't know what them things are, but I want to get hold of them. This is just a 1/32 ounce head here. I don't know the size. I think it's a number 2 size hook, actually. Seems to be, yeah, number 2 size hook, I'm pretty sure. And I'm just going to take a piece of this shrimp right here and toss it down there to them. Where'd they go? Okay, I see one over there. Let me just, I threw it over here behind us. Let's see if that real shrimp will entice them. You think it will? I mean, the gulp stint seems to attract some fish, but the real thing here, they ought to be all about some shrimp. Not a damn thing, they're running from it. I think these fish see me. Let's do this. Let's make our way up through here, would we? Would you? Come with me. You know, before I do that though, I just want to make one more cast right here. I see all these dang fish. I've dropped that thing right into them. Will one of them take it? I've got 2 of them. I see them. I literally see them right there. One's swimming with it. Watch this. Oh, I pulled it out of his mouth. One's coming for it right there. You see it? He's got it. He's got it. I saw him eat it. I saw him eat it, folks. Okay, well, the gulp didn't work, but the real thing did. Y'all tell me what this is. Is that a snapper? I believe that's a snapper. That's what them things are. Snapper. There's a bunch of them over there. Some larger ones mixed in too. Well, we ain't skunked here, folks. That's a good sign. And now we kind of know something that might entice them. I saw him eat that thing. I saw him, it was a different fish that got it the first time, started running. I pulled it out of his mouth, and that one there, I saw him come for it. This water's so clear, I can actually see them. I don't have anything near it right now. Oh, there's a bunch right over there by that concrete. Or that concrete, the hell, that metal. Let's see what that'll do. See if that'll get their attention right there. I made a lousy cast. I need to get it farther back up in there. I think sometimes you see fish on the water, the light refraction makes it look like they're in one place, but really they're another. It's like when you go bow fishing. I used to be into bow fishing back in the day, briefly, my young and dumb days. They'd always say aim low, and when you think you've aimed too low, go lower, because of the light refraction. This is hard to cast around right here. These fish have all seen me. Let's make some casts down through here as we go before we get up on them. I'm just gonna make some random casts along the concrete here and see what happens. We've got a neighbor down here. Looks like he's getting in a boat here. We may have to conversate. I ain't trying to conversate today, y'all. I don't want to people today. That's all I can do to talk to a video, let alone actual human beings. Fish. This is a different one right here. I don't know what this is. He's shiny though, whatever he is. He is a shiny fish. This will be a new species right here for me. Yeah, it's going to be a new species. I don't know what this is. I don't know what he is, and I don't know the best way to handle him. Got to be careful gripping some of these fish. Some of them's got teeth, some of them's got spikes on their bellies and backs. Shrimp pays off again. Well, there's a big one right there. Whatever that is. I can't get this dang hook out. What do with there's my pliers. Can't get the dang hook out, y'all. Take this hook out for me, would you? Lord, take the hook out already. Well, we're about to get blown up on a boat here. Give me some slack too, right there, why don't you? Hang on, fish, I'm trying to get it out. Good golly. Why don't anything ever come easy? There we go. Nice. I have no idea what that is. No idea whatsoever. New species to me. Y'all can identify that for me. Let's put this piece on. Actually, let's not. Let's get another shrimp. I'm just taking these shrimp, I'm just cutting them up. Just taking a piece of them here. This has worked really well, not only around the bridges, but there a couple days ago in that mangrove canal I fished up Key Largo. I got several fish with it, including a huge drum. That was awesome on this light action rod. Yeah, let's just try to throw this thing out ahead of us. Lord, here's more people over here. We're going to have to people today. I think you just throw it out, let it sit there. Something's going to come get it. Oh, there's something right there. There it goes for it. There he goes for it. Nope.
How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. How are you making out?
Well, I just got out here and I just got this thing right here to eat it. Right here. I saw him eat it right in front. Oh, he let it go too. Got my bait. Is that what that was, little barracuda? I can see them right there. Just taunting me. This boat ramp I put in at it, that's free to put in, ain't it?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if I need to pay money in a box somewhere or what.
No, Florida's pretty good that way.
Well, some of them boat ramps I've seen, they charge you a fee putting in and a fee taking out. And I'm too cheap for that. I was trying to hide from the wind today. It was up so bad I couldn't go out in the ocean, so just
I've been down here since beginning of December, and I'll tell you, I don't think I've been out 10 times, you know?
yeah. That wind, I've just been down here since Monday, and the wind's been higher than I wanted every day.
Yeah, we went out, today's Thursday, right?
Thursday.
I think we went out Monday. And,
I kept that one hooked, by gosh.
what's that?
I said I managed to keep that one hooked.
That's it.
Little barracuda. All right. Did you do any good and you went out on Monday?
No, I mean, it was choppy as hell. We went up to the Bite Bay Honda Bridge there, you know?
Yeah.
And my daughter, she got queasy, so we had to come in. But we were catching jacks up there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really, no good fish, you know. And I guess any fish is a good fish, right?
I'm easy to please. If it'll bite, I like it. You don't know any good places to get on some black-tip sharks around here, do you?
Well, I had some blackfin tuna out there last Wednesday. I think that was pretty nice.
Oh, yeah.
We were jigging them, you know.
Yeah.
We were in like 400 foot of water, but it was nice. I mean, it was non-stop action, you know.
Yeah.
There was a hell of a school of them there, you know, right on a wreck out there, you know.
Yeah.
It was good.
I've took a liking to them black-tip sharks. They're a lot of fun in a kayak, but I ain't real good at finding them.
Right. Yeah, well, there's bull sharks up there at the bridge, you know.
Yeah. I've hooked into some of them. They're so big, I can't do much with them.
Right? Pull you around, right?
They'll pull you around.
They tow this around.
Yeah. Well, I reckon I'm gonna go exploring up through here. It's good talking to you.
Yep, you as well. Thank you. Yeah, water temperature dropped 5 degrees in the last 3 days, you know.
Really? I ain't got a graph on here. What is the temperature right now?
68.
68, okay. You think that'll affect the fishing through here, that big a drop?
Maybe if you get up near the end there.
What all's in these canals? Do you?
Mangrove snappers are in here. Blue barracudas, I guess. More tarpon. You know.
Tarpon, okay. It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Well, anything I get's a bonus because I wouldn't be going out on the open ocean today, so.
You have a good day.
Well, thank you, you too. He's a nice feller. We're just gonna throw this thing up and down through here and let's move on down a little bit. We've got another one up here. Hi, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good. All these people are very friendly, but I'm not able to people today. It is interesting to know water temperature though. That fellow was helpful with that. We've had some cooler nights the last couple nights. Been in the 50s. It's actually in the mid to low 50s last night, and I wasn't sure how that was going to affect things. Oh, I got one coming for it right there. Y'all see it? You probably can't see. Oh, I'm moving too fast. But I don't care what we get today. I just want to get something because this is only going to be the only thing we would get. Like I said, I'm not going out in the open ocean, 20-plus-mile-an-hour winds, especially in this kayak. I mean, there's nothing I can do with that. But back here, we're shielded. And there's obviously a lot of life back up in here. I would love to get on some, I don't know if we could keep them hooked, but we already got that small barracuda, and we've seen some others. I would love to get on some bigger barracuda on this light tackle. With their teeth, I don't know that we keep them hooked, but it would be fun for a few seconds. The snapper, wouldn't mind catching some of them too, especially if we get on some bigger ones. Tarpon would be awesome. Oh, something hit me. Boy, this is deep right through here. I bet you we're 15 feet deep right here. I can see the bottom, but I mean, it is crystal clear. I think we're just gonna stick with this shrimp for a little while, y'all. I think we'll stick with this. Those fish, they looked at that gulp, they come up to it, they weren't interested. You throw the shrimp down, boom, we're getting bit. So I think we stick with this. With the temperature drop, even, I mean, 68 degrees is still warm, at least it seems like it is to me, but to these fish that are down here in the heat all the time, I don't know if that's warm or not. And with the temperature drop, especially 5 degrees, that fella said, maybe they're not going to be super aggressive and maybe going after the spoon, for instance. No ingloss over there. I don't mind talking in front of him because he ain't going to understand what I'm saying no way. I'm just not comfortable talking on camera around people, y'all. I get weirded out, and it makes for a terrible video because I'm not conversating with you because I'm all weird about people eavesdropping, even though if they watched the video, they'd be hearing the same conversation. So what the hell's the difference? I don't know. But I mean, it ain't no difference whether I'm on camera or on a telephone. I still don't like talking around people. I don't want people, I'm just weird about it. Let's throw right over there on them mangrove roots. This must be a pretty safe neighborhood for everybody to leave their stuff out. What the hell's that noise? You hear that? beeping's gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna have to move on. Some alarm going off. Hope we didn't set it off. Wonder if I shouldn't throw on the sunny side over here. I think the sunny side would be a little bit warmer probably. Oh, there's a big fish. I just got my eyes, I'm just looking, y'all. If I shouldn't stand up, that'd probably make it easier to look too. Let me try that. I'm gonna stand up. Might help y'all see a little bit too. We'll just sight casting here maybe. If we see anything. Y'all holler if you see something. I don't know where that big one went. I don't see anything right through here. Now, let's stand back up again. We've got a little momentum. This is gonna be the worst video ever, y'all. It's gonna be the worst one I've ever put out. But I'm gonna have me some fun today regardless. Just exploring and poking around, and I don't know why all them other fish was back yonder, but wind's blowing a little more right here. I can't see nothing. It's putting a little ripple on the water. Let me just throw up there and see. We'll make a few random casts through here since I can't see. It's weird how there was a bunch of fish toward the back there where we launched. But as we're getting out here, I'm not seeing anything. I wonder why that is. Is it water warmer back there potentially? More food back there? I don't know. We're just figuring stuff out, y'all. We're gonna figure it out as we go today. You done got Rover's attention. Oh, look at that big iguana down there. That dog's pissed at you. Oh, what you done make him so mad? Let's move on from him. You definitely can't come through here. Look at this iguana. Look at this iguana. That iguana right there. I'm gonna get up here and get a better look at this thing. Look at him. Look at him. He's climbing that lattice. All right, let's move along. Whew. Between people and the dogs, this is gonna be tough to fish. Tough to film and fish, anyway. I think it's a dead end down there. How bad would it be if we got lost up in here today? I should be able to. I found that ramp on the Google, so I suppose we could punch it in and find our way back. Or one of the 37 people we'll come across today will point us in the right direction. Something tapped me. Fish. Let's see what this is. Let me back us up here. I didn't see nothing over there before he hit it. That's one of them snappers. Oh, snapper. I don't know if that's a mangrove or the Kubera snapper, or matters not to me. They're all snapper. They're a popular fish down here, although I'm not I mean, they're fun on the light tackle, don't get me wrong, but of the fish I've caught down here, the snapper wouldn't be top 10 on a list for me of fish that I would want to specifically target. They're a nice little bycatch, I guess you could say, on this light tackle and shrimp and stuff, because I mean, everything's fun on lighter tackle. And there's certainly a lot of those smaller snapper. You got Rover's attention again. I thought there might be. Well, there might be some more over here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's see what this one is. Oh, he just took off running. Oh, it's another barracuda. That's another barracuda, y'all. This is awesome. We're going to find us a bigger barracuda at some point, probably. You got all these little ones in here. I bet you there's some big ones in here, too. I bet you there is. Did you see that? He was peeing. Let me back up here. Let me get this thing in the light. Bear with me a second here, folks. Let me spin us around here. Look at this thing. Oh, barracuda, man. Got some chompers on them. That dog, man, he is upset with you. I don't know what you done to that dog, but he don't like you. He just won't let it go. Whatever his problem was with you, he just ain't getting over it. How bad would it suck? Work your whole life. These people down here, I mean, they've done something for this money. Millions of dollars to buy one of these houses, all in the water. And you get stuck living with somebody with a dog that won't shut the hell up. That'd be a nightmare. I guarantee you every one of these houses owes millions of dollars. I've looked at some real estate down here, not because I can afford to live here, but just out of boredom. Just curiosity. And everything down here is just ridiculously expensive. And I mean, I guess it's a supply and demand thing, but it seems like there's a lot for sale down here. So I don't know if it's just, maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe they're priced for that one buyer or something, because usually, like back home right now, it's a hot real estate market in Tennessee ever since COVID. Everybody's been moving down there to us. And there's very little stuff on the market in my area. If something goes up for sale, it's usually gone pretty quick, unless it's just overpriced. I mean, even my friend Eric, pro moderator there, he does some, what are all those? Look at all those fish right there, you see them? There's a school of something right there running. Throw ahead of them there, see if they'll get it. Oh, I think they swam right by it. Let me make one or two more casts here and we're gonna move on. But back home, if something's for sale, it's gone instantly. And I'd say my friend Eric there, pro moderator, he's got into some real estate developing. Him and a friend of his that builds houses have been doing some stuff the last 2 or 3 years now, I guess. And they go into the hood in Knoxville, in the ghetto, man. I mean, I'm talking you dodging bullets type places, stepping over homeless people and dodging bullets. And they'll buy these old city lots that are just run down. And they'll bulldoze it and put up a little 2-bedroom, one bath, 2-bedroom, 2-bath type house. And price it ridiculous, $250,000, $300,000 for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. And these people from California and Michigan, New York, all these out-of-towners that's moving to Tennessee, they see a piece of real estate pop up online in downtown Knoxville, sub 300,000, they're all over it. And they'll literally be, some of Eric's properties, y'all, one of them, you could stand on the front porch of the house and see a homeless camp down the street. It's the damn ghetto. Me and you wouldn't want to live there. If you did live there, you'd be robbed. And ironically, they've actually had tools and stuff stolen. They've had their heat and air unit stolen. They had some lumber stolen at one of them, like $1,500 worth of lumber recently at one of them places. But, nobody in their damn right mind would want to live there, but it's what's available. There's just not a lot available in my area because of the demand. And so places like that, you go back in time pre-COVID, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, I don't care if it was new or not, but a 2-bedroom, 1-bath in the hood, in the ghetto, that's less than $100,000 probably. Pre-COVID. Now, 300, and it's gone in the blink of an eye. It's just crazy times we live in. And I guess it's the same thing down here with people moving everywhere. People have moved to Florida in droves too. And I guess it just drove up the real estate prices down here, although there's a lot more for sale. And I guess that's just because the initial wave of people probably drove prices up, and the people selling now probably saw what they got and priced even higher, and maybe they found the top of the market there, the top peak or whatever. But either way, you want to live down here, especially in an actual house like this, it's going to be a few $1,000,000 probably. I'm staying in Islamorada while I'm down here, which is probably, I wasn't watching the clock, but driving time, we're probably an hour south of Islamorada. We're past Bahia Honda to get down here. But, hell, up there in Islamorada, man, a damn single wide trailer that has been through some hurricanes. It's probably all the inside's probably rusted out. $500,000 plus. It's incredible. But you're in paradise, and that's what you get for it. You're not paying for the real estate so much, you're paying for the lifestyle. I'm going to have to turn around, y'all. We got somebody bebopping over here, and I'm going to get copyright dinged. We got to go the other way. I ain't trying to, this is going to be the worst video I've ever put out in my life. I ain't trying to get dinged today. I'm filming this on a Thursday. Normally back home, if I film on a Thursday, a weekday, daytime, there's nobody out. But I'm just going to go out on a limb and just make a guess here that everybody down here is probably retired. What do you think? I'm guessing probably so. Both them people we seen outside there was older. Let's just cut down this canal here. It looks like on the Google it's just a series of canals. So we'll make our way along. I think we're going to catch just random fish periodically down through here. The ripple on the water is going to make it hard for me to stand up in that like sight sea or sight fish. But in between breezes and stuff, we might be able to stand up and spot a few. I think we're going to catch some either way, though. I mean, hell, I'm a complete newbie doing this crap, and we're catching them. May not be getting anything desirable by these Florida people standards, but shoot, it's exciting to me. Wind's blowing down through this canal here. It's going to move us a little quicker than I would like. I thought there might be something around that metal over there. There was on that other dock we thrown out there first thing. I got that one up there by that metal post. Let's see what happens here. Nothing. Okay. Well, nice try, Justin. Y'all couldn't have done that. Hell, you'd have been up around that dock. You'd have done wrapped it around it. We'd have been lost a jig if I'd let you cast that. Yeah, the wind, we're not as shielded from the wind coming down this way. We'll move pretty quickly through here. Get down to the next one and get back going, I guess, perpendicular to the wind. It's just one of them places, man. Just driving along and you see a sign. This is boat ramp. You pull up the Google and I'm like, oh, well, it looks like it's got possibilities and it's free. Which again is not easily findable. You can find places, but I mean, I saw one. Wasn't this year. I think last year or year before. And I went and looked at it because it looked like it was a pretty good location. And it was $70 each way. 70 to launch, 70 to land. Now, I know that probably seems silly to me at first. Like, why are you charging to launch and land? But a lot of people down here, they're just going to be doing one or the other. Back home, you go to a boat ramp, you put in, you park, you fish, you come back, you load up, you go home. But down here, you know, you might go put in at a place and then park a boat at a marina or one of these houses or something that gets rented. Or maybe they've been on the water and they've traveled all over and they're just taken out at a particular ramp or marina or whatever. So they're gonna get that money. One way or the other, by God, they're gonna get it. Some of these places are pretty nice, though. I mean, look right here. I mean, that's a beautiful property. Look at all them trees right there. A little walkway, balcony. Like, that's a beautiful property. You'd have a property like you work your whole life. You get a property like that, and then you get a neighbor with a dog that won't shut up. That'd be awful. I'm thankful Daphne ain't like that. I mean, she'll, something hit me. Let it go back down. Hell, I'm behind it now, or I'm past it. He didn't get my bait though. He smacked it good. But I mean, if my dog, if she got out there in the yard and just barked nonstop, I'd scold her. I wouldn't let her do it. I mean, she'll bark if something's out there. If there's another dog or somebody's walking up my road or something, she'll bark. If she's instigated, she'll bark. But she don't just get out there and just bark at stuff for no good reason. And that dog back there, I mean, he was obviously barking because we were going by, but you know how some dogs are, some of them little yippy dogs and stuff that just barks at everything. That would be awful to live beside. Yeah, we're moving way too fast down through here with the wind. I'll be glad when we get down here to the end of this and get on one of them sides where we were perpendicular to it. In fact, let's just make a run and do it. We're so close right here, y'all. I see the end down there. I hope it curves. I hope it ain't a dead end. It may be a dead end down there. I can't tell that. Well, surely it can't be. Surely it can't be a dead end. My God, it looks like it though, don't it? Ooh, right there's a bunch. Look at all them. Boy, something was moving through there. That was a school of something. Yeah, I saw them go by. We'll see if we get down here. We may have to turn around and go back. This is going to be the worst video ever. It's going to be the worst one I've put. Every time I think I've put out the worst one I could possibly put out, I'm going to top it with some crap like this. Ooh. Ooh, there's a bunch of fish right there. There's a bunch of fish right there, y'all. We got to back it up. Got to back it up. A bunch of fish. I just seen them. They're over here by these roots. There's a bunch of bait fish right here too. Oh my God, I gave you the rod again. Look what you've done. I gave you that rod and you threw it right into the tree. I let you cast one time. Oh, there's fish right there too. We're gonna spook them. Oh, there's more up under them roots. There's a whole school of them right there. Oh, there's a bunch of them, and we're gonna spook them all trying to get this lure out. Because you can't make a cast worth a damn. Oh my gosh. They're still there though, they're not running. Oh my gosh, now we're in the tree up there. Boy, them leaves eat your line up, buddy. They don't want to spit it free. Okay, you see all them right there? Boy, they're up under them roots, kind of. Oh, there's even more right here. They're all up under there. I'm gonna let that thing sit there a second. I don't know what, there might be snapper maybe. There's a whole bunch of them though. Let me reel this thing in, throw it over there into them. They've come out, I guess, to Okay, surely we're gonna get bit right there. Surely we're gonna get bit right there. Let me push off this thing. Push off this boat. The wind's gonna blow us up on it. I think I may have pulled it away from them. A million fish and we can't get a bite. Oh, Lord Almightyans have done it again. You threw over that branch. Okay, we got it out. Got it behind us, but by gosh, we got it out. Okay. Let's try it again one more time. You made it. You all can't cast worth a damn. There we go. See, I take over casting. Now you got my line messed up there. Okay. I take over casting, we get it right where we want it. We're going to get bit on this one. I'm just going to let that thing sink a minute. I'm going to let it sink, I'm going to let it sit there. I can't believe there's that many fish and I can't get one of them to bite. Let's try that again. There's a bunch of bait fish. I don't know if you can see them there in the water, but they're just tiny. I mean, gulp minnow size. Probably an inch or so. 1 to 2 inch range. A million of them right there. I don't know what they are. Oh, oh. Something's nipping. I can't see my bait. The ripple on the water there, I can't see it. Something did nip me though. I wonder if there's any over here on this side possibly. Yeah, he nipped it all right. He got the damn bait, didn't he? He picked it clean. Another piece of shrimp. Y'all bait this hook for me, would you? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna throw on this side. I didn't see, I wasn't looking either, but let's see if there's anything over there. Then we're gonna move on. So it don't matter if there's 5 million fish if they ain't gonna bite. Ain't gonna do us no good to try. I think it's snapper, what it is. Oh hell, there's some right here to my left. I can see them right there. Right there by that slime algae stuff. I can't get them to eat it. All right, well, again, let's move on. Let's get out of this wind. Go right here around this corner, hopefully, if we can. Actually, I don't think we can. I really don't think we can. I think it is a dead end. Well, ain't that a howdy do? Let me throw over into that dock one time. I think it is a dead end right here. I guess the water goes under the mangroves maybe. Sure enough, a dead end street. I guess the water just flows on through. I'll be damned. We've got like an on-the-water cul-de-sac here. I bet it'd be difficult getting a boat like that in and out too. I bet that'd be a pain. Well, I don't. Yeah, dead end. I'll be damned. All right, well, let's try this a minute then. We're going to go back up here. We're going to run fairly quickly up through here, but while we do it, let's take our spoon and give these fish a little different look. We'll throw it, get a little bit more active presentation. Maybe it's wasting our time, I don't know, but either way, we're going to work quickly up through here. As long as y'all don't cast it in a tree again. Y'all casting trees more than anybody I've ever seen. I've never hit a tree in my life. I've been pretty much a perfect caster since the day I was born. It's really a raw talent. I was born with it, but I'm gonna bring y'all with me. I try to be nice and let y'all make a couple casts, and inevitably, y'all get us hung up in something and make me regret it. I can't remember where we come in at now. Is it all? Surely it wasn't all the way down there at the end. Oh, Lord. There it comes. When your line gets around them leaves of this thing, like they don't want to let it go. Like them leaves have almost like a grippy texture. They do not want to let it free. I wonder if it wouldn't be better just to, let's do that. Let's troll this thing out of here. That's what we'll do. We won't have to worry about casting. Y'all can't get us hung up if I don't let you cast, so we'll just troll it. Go down this other direction and see what happens. May work over here a little closer to the edge here too, maybe alongside these, where these docks come out. Maybe something will run out and snatch the spoon. Interesting that there is all this life back up in here though. Makes me wonder, I mean, I assume there's probably some sharks that would come up in here. But I don't know that to be certain. It seems like it would be easy meals for them. They may not be able to maneuver as well though. Many fish go up in the mangrove roots and stuff. Might be a way for them to escape and hide and make them a little bit more maneuverable versus a big fish. I don't know. But this water's got to lead somewhere. It's got to, you know, these fish got in here somehow. It's got to go out to the ocean somehow or another. Tell you what, my leg's a little sore after yesterday. Down there at 7 Mile, I probably did 7 miles total, fighting the wind and current and chop everything. I definitely did a few miles yesterday for sure pedaling, because I'd went out a good ways down the bridge before I ever started fishing, and then the time I was out there fighting the current and whatnot and then going back, I easily did over 5 miles yesterday for sure. Yeah, this wind's really blowing right down this canal. Hoping we get up here, it'll be going perpendicular to it and we'll be able to cast easily again. I think this is where, yeah, to the right over here was where the boombox was at. All right, we'll go back to the left then. We'll go back to the left. And that other, there was another, I'm pretty sure there was another canal on the right up here. We'll take a look at it. But meanwhile, let's throw the shrimp again, and let's throw it over here on this side, on the way back down through here, and see what that'll do for us. This has got to lead out. You got all these big boats in here. There has to be a way out of here. If they're not just running around in circles. It's like a damn corn maze. I never understood the concept of a corn maze. I've been to a couple. A regular one and a haunted one. Never really understood the concept of it. And I've never understood the concept of going to one of these haunted places like that, or a haunted house or haunted corn maze, where the staff, I use that term loosely because I don't even know if they're getting paid. I think it's a lot of high school drama club wannabe actor type people. But they are walking around costumes trying to scare people, and they can touch you, but you can't touch them back. And you know, I just never understood how that's allowed. Like, if somebody puts their hands on me, you know, like, if I went up and put my hands on somebody, I'd expect them to knock me the hell out, you know. But you just can't do it at them haunted houses. Like, some of them make you sign a waiver. Like, I don't even get signing a waiver. Like, how that's even a I mean, I guess you can sign your life away. You can sign anything away. But, and I guess if you're dumb enough to sign it, then you deserve whatever happens. Yeah, it's calm. Going this way, we're shielded from the wind. It's perfect right here. The other way, we are exposed. Right there was some fish. I saw him. Where'd he go? Lost sight of him. Can't see him now. Let's go down this canal. More people to conversate with. At least she's pretty. I still don't want to talk to nobody today. Let's see where this one goes. Again, there's got to be a way out here, folks. We might be exposed going down this way, though. We're just exploring. Whatever the hell happens, happens. That right there would be something else that would drive me crazy. If you had a neighbor that close to you, that you can hear everything going on, and they had a wind chime. My parents have wind chimes. I've never understood why you'd want to hear glass clanging every time the wind blew. Because, I mean, the wind blows a lot everywhere. And I don't know why you'd want to hear glass clanging. Like, I don't understand the appeal of it. Oh my God, look at that. The wind has got our line. I gotta change out this line. I stripped some off the other day, but I didn't change it fully. I'm gonna have to for sure tonight. Are we back? Are we working again? Camera malfunction, y'all. I don't know what the heck happened. I just heard ding, 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 and it shut off. So apparently ain't overheated. I don't know what went wrong. Either way, I guess we ain't uncut no more, but we're gonna try. While I'm fooling with that, I'm blowing farther back up in here. I don't think we can. But hell, I don't know. That looks like a little canal goes out to there. Meanwhile, though, I want to spin back around here if I can. I'm sitting here trying to take a battery out, put it back in, trying to do cameraman crap. And there's a bunch of fish right over here. If I can turn us back around, hopefully they're still there. Don't mess up our pedal drive here. That wind just pushed us along here while I was trying to get y'all back in the game. I don't know what the hell happened to this camera. This one's usually pretty reliable. It's the GoPro that just overheats and glitches and stuff. This one, I don't have issues out of it usually. Yeah, there's the microphone. I don't know what the hell happened. Either way, folks, I think we got it going again now. But I saw some fish up in here as I was drifting by. I probably spooked them all as I was drifting over and cussing at the camera and stuff. Let's see. See if we can throw this out here and see if we can get bit or something. It's always something, man. Every time you try to use technology, it's always something. Okay, I see something right there, kinda. I think it's fish. I think that is. I'm gonna try not to get us on this concrete right here. You got something on your bait here too. I think that was fish right there. I had seen a school of something. I don't know what they were, but let's throw right in there and see what happens. It's tough to tell because the water's moving right there with the wind. Oh, something's got my line. I see my line. It was tugging on it. Did he get our bait? He robbed us. Whatever the hell it was, robbed us. Let's try that again. Before we let me get on the pedals here a second. I'm getting blown around a little bit here. I wish that wind would switch directions on us again. Let's take this piece right here. Maybe they want a head bait of a shrimp. Head baits work better on fish baits, it seems like. I don't know if that does the same thing on shrimp or not. Let me just throw up there and work it back to me. Maybe as the wind blows the line back, maybe it'll be bringing it into them, maybe. Oh, something hit me. Hope he didn't just steal the bait. I'm gonna let it sink back down. Let's check it again. I bet we got ripped. We did. Whatever those things are ripping us off. We'll make a couple more casts to them. I think we might just try to work further back up in here. The way that goes, it looks like it's going to be super shallow back here, but if we can get back up in there, we might find a little protection from the wind, possibly. And who knows what else we might find. Throw over there on that side, maybe. If they keep stealing our bait, we're gonna, something nailed it. We got this, whatever it is. I think that's another one of them old snapper. That there's a little bigger. Might have been some of his smaller kinfolk there that was getting our shrimp and taking it off the hook. I can't get that thing out. There we go. Look at him clamp down on it. There you go. Old snapper living up to his name, snapping them jaws. Okay. Let's try it again. I wouldn't mind sitting here and catching a couple more of them if they'll pull like that before we move on. Amazing, like, you know, so, oh boy, we got hit again. That's another one that's fighting pretty good right here. And he ain't gonna be very big either. This is a light tackle rod here, 6-pound line. And so it don't take a huge fish to put a pretty good bend in it. But these toothy critters here for my ultralight would probably be breaking us off, I would guesstimate. Like the 2-pound, we got another one just like that. That's like 3 in a row. That school of them that I drifted over, I guess it's still there. Well, we got to keep the streak going now, folks. And now we're streaking. We're streaking, and we ain't covered up with people back here. We may just sit here a minute. There he is. Let me put on this piece right here, maybe. Get that old. It's almost like plastic on them shrimp, ain't it? There we go. All right. The way we're positioned here, this wind has blown us up. I think my pedals are kind of got us anchored here where we're at. This is perfect. Oh, I just pulled it out of his mouth. I bet he got our bait too. Got our bait. Broke our streak. We had a streak going, y'all. Dadgummit. Okay. I dare them to eat this bait. I triple dog dare them. I'm just gonna throw right out there in the dang middle, man. It gets progressively shallower coming up through here. So something's got us. I mean, oh, he's broke us off. Nope, nope, he come free. Didn't break us off. Man, we're getting bit every cast out there. May not be catching them every cast, but we're getting bit every cast. I'm gonna keep catching a few of them here before we move on, folks. If y'all will be agreeable to it here. I mean, we're just out here messing around. We're piddling around here, and we're on some fish, and so it's hard not to sit here and partake. Now, the wind wind has pushed us off our perch here. We had it made. Our pedals kind of had us anchored right there, and the wind moved us in a different way, and it knocked us free from it. Tell that wind to leave us be. Yeah, I'm just going to set it down. It's like it's a little shelf. It just goes off a little deeper right here. I don't know if water comes in this way or out this way. I don't know. Something's messing with it. Oh, he nailed it then. I felt him hit it and he just took off. Another snapper. Florida Keys prized fish here, the snapper. We're going to catch our fill of them, that's for sure. I think them's got to be either 10 or 12 inches to keep. I don't know which particular model those are, or species model. Model citizens, what they are. I don't know which one is 10 inches and which one's 12 inches for keeper purposes, but I'm not keeping them either way. Another one. This is pulling a little harder right here. There must be just a huge school. I mean, I saw several fish anyway. I don't know what they were, but there must be a huge school of them right there, just stacked up. This one's going to give us the bait back too. How kind of him. We're getting a refund. Ooh, snapper. It is nice, y'all. I'll say this. To, you know, come to a place like this. I've never been here before. Just show up and we're just winging it, man. Just, it's like, okay, we're launching in a small canal here. Let's take an ultralight, a light action, and a medium heavy rod with a spoon, and let's just go see what happens. We threw the spoon, nothing. We threw the gulp, nothing. We threw the shrimp, we start getting bit. And we just making our way along and we're catching them. We got another one running right here. I see my line jumping. Got him. I kind of want to creep out here a little bit. I don't want to, oh, this is a different one here. It's probably a snapper or something, but it's a different kind. Look at the colors on him. Like a dang aquarium fish, and he's left the bait on there too. They don't want this bait. They're like, Justin, this bait's got a hook in it. You can just have it back. And I kind of want to just throw out there a little farther and see what's beyond this school, if anything. May not be nothing out there, I don't know. But there's a bunch of them stacked right there. I don't know what's special about that spot. I think one's got it again. I see my line starting to, something took a slack out of my line. He's got it. Oh. Okay, this one's running a little bit right here now. This is a little bigger one, or a different fish or something. What the heck is this? No, it's just a bigger one. It's one of those that we just got, whatever the heck it is. I'll hold this thing up in the light here in a second. Oh goodness, we're cross-eyed in this thing too. I'm gonna have a hard time. Let me just hold him up here in the light for a second here, folks. Look at that. Nice, man. I don't know what they are, but they're cool looking. Now we're in a bad way. Because this thing ain't hardly big enough to turn around in here, this canal. Okay, crisis averted. This Hobie Lynx kayak is very maneuverable. I can pump my feet quickly with short pedal motions and turn in a pretty tight radius. We've got just a sliver of that shrimp left on there. I may have just thrown it off actually with that, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try to get another one on that thing. Oh my gosh, it must have still been on there because something tapped me. You may have got it off though. Oh, it's still on there. Let's put a bigger piece on. Right quick. Before we get blown too far backwards again and get sideways and all. Okay. Y'all, this is actually pretty fun right here. This is a good spot that we've stumbled into somehow. If the dang camera's rolling for y'all to see it. I'm just gonna throw up there as far as I can, let it sink down, and as soon as it hits bottom, they're on it, man. Well, I say that, and I may have jinxed it. You'd think as many as we pulled out of there, the rest of them would be spooked, but hell, it may just be turning them on. Oh, something's got me in swimming with it. Oh, he had it, now I'm hung. I don't feel him either, I think I'm just hung. There it comes. Well, y'all managed to lose the fish somehow. I don't know how you managed to do that, but you did. Let's throw another one on. I didn't feel that, but the wind was blowing. Let me throw up there a little farther. I wonder how far this school goes out here. And will they keep getting bigger the deeper out we go? Okay, something's got it, I think. I saw my line jumping. Got him. Couldn't feel him bite, but I saw my line jumping. Oh, it's another one of those. I don't know what these are. I need to look these up. It's probably some kind of snapper. The inside of their mouth is bright red. The first one I kind of thought maybe it was blood, but no, it's just their mouth color. I'm gonna try to open it up here without him biting me. Look how red his mouth is. That's just his lips. Like he's got lipstick on. Fish has never heard the saying, you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. He actually is a pretty good looking fish. I wonder if they'd eat one of these big heads right here. The crust and everything on there, the shell. Let's try it and see. Let's see if we can get turned back around here again. The wind's pushed us back. We need to just tie off up here. What we need to do. I didn't bring an anchor or anything to really tie us off with, but man, if we could tie off to one of these docks, that'd be the bee's knees, man. We'll just sit here and catch a few more of them before we move on. I mean, this is a good bite right here right now. We're getting bit every time we cast out right here. I mean, they're stacked up. We'll see if we'll eat that piece or not, though. I wonder if we couldn't throw a whole one on out there. They'd probably shred it. Probably just pick it apart. But it may also, by gosh, right there. Oh. These things fight so hard for their size. think this one here might be a different. Oh, no, that's another one in there. We're back to the snapper again, or this kind of snapper. But it's a little bit bigger one. I'm going to just curious. Let's just put a whole, I don't know the best way to hook one of these things. I'm just going to go like that. Let's put a whole shrimp on there and see, will they eat it? Will they pick it apart? Will a bigger fish be able to get it before the little ones run to it? Are there any bigger fish over there? I don't know. We'll waste a shrimp here trying to find out. Got a whole bag of them. They come in it's like $6 for a whole bag of shrimp, frozen shrimp. You can buy live shrimp or frozen shrimp down here, but the live ones are obviously a hassle. You got to carry a live bait tank, and I've caught so many fish now on the frozen, just putting a piece of them on a jig head. It's hard to justify the extra cost and hassle of doing the live when we can just use frozen. Nothing's messing with that. Maybe it needs to be an easy meal for them. Oh, something got it on us reeling it in. And boy, it's a small one too that got it. Interesting. That was a small fish for that whole shrimp, unless maybe they had picked it off, or part of it off, and I didn't know. Nevertheless, let's throw another one on hole. Okay. Have any of these fish thrown water all over y'all? No, lens looks good. Y'all looking pretty up there. Thanks for sticking with me if you have, folks. I know this video is probably terrible. I'm just uncomfortable around all the people we've been, and you know, I don't like being eavesdropped on, and it messes with my mind, which makes it hard for me to conversate, and then it deteriorates. But it'd be the same way if we was out here together. You know, I'd still be all weirded out and stuff. So y'all seeing the real me, the real me, real fishing here, real trip. This is fun though. This bigger bait, definitely, it ain't catching fish quickly like the other one, like just a piece of them is. I'm just gonna pop it back to me try to make it swim like a shrimp would, I guess. Let me try that one more time there, and then we'll go back to putting a piece of it on before we move on in this canal. We'll at least try to get back up in here and see what we see. It may be a total disaster, but this kayak here, this Hobie Lynx, floats really shallow. So we can always put our pedals up and use the paddle if need be. I think something's got us. He does. Boy, ain't that something. We've put the whole shrimp on twice now, and we've ended up with small fish each time. He's bleeding a little bit and flinging blood all over me, old fish. Yeah, we put the bigger bait on. It didn't help us get bigger fish. It got us smaller fish. Let's put a smaller piece back on there, and we'll just throw it back out and see if our size improves. I don't know how many of them things are there, but my gosh, we've caught several now. It don't seem to be, them seeing their friends get caught don't seem to be deterring them. It didn't deter that one, but he may have stole her bait. No? All right, let's catch like one or two more and then let's move on. I just want to see what else is back in here. You don't leave fish to go find fish, but we're exploring too. That's part of the thrill today. Fish. Oh. Must be back on them small ones maybe because they're coming undone. They must have moved on or something. They ain't getting, it ain't getting hit as quick as it was. I mean, they were on it pretty quick when we was throwing it out there. Oh no, now okay, I come out of it. All right, folks, well, it seems like, let me throw over here to the right. It makes me wonder, did they move on? Are they still there and they're just tired of biting because we've caught so many? Did something bigger come in and spook them? You know, whatever it is, that does seem like they've suddenly disappeared or quit biting. And nipped in. Oh, I pulled it into something. See if we can pop this free. Let's see if we can see them out here too. I don't know if we can or not with that little bit of ripple on the water. What the hell am I hung in? What are y'all hung in right here? Look around, see if you see any fish while we're out here too. Oh, I see them. I see them, they're over here on this side. What the hell have we got here? We broke a whole rock free. There we go. I've caught a lot of things. Can't say I've caught a lot of rocks in my day, but we just did. Let's throw right over there. Boy, that's deeper right there than I thought too. When we get right here, you're 10, 12 foot deep. Oh no, we're gonna get turned around here. Crap. Okay. Now where'd them damn things go? I seen them. I seen them. There was a bunch of them right there. There's some more right down there. They are all over right here. You know what I want to do right now? Let me just make a long cast up that way. Because it's so dang deep. It's going to take a little while to sink down. I'm just going to sit here and hold on to this dock. In fact, I'm going to put my elbow on it. I may need y'all to reel this next one in because I've got us held in position here. If we get one here. Right there comes some more. You can see them. I don't know why I'm talking so low right now. It's not like they can hear me. Okay, well, let's try this. We threw over there and didn't get bit. Let's throw right up in here. Okay, let's try that. Those are some, I don't know what those are. Those are some bigger fish though right there. Will they bite it though? I don't know if y'all can see them with the glare. I got polarized glasses on. It's like they're swimming on the edge of that concrete or those rocks. I thought that's where my jig was at, but I don't see my jig. Who knows? Okay, there's my jig. There's my jig. I see it. Will I get the attention of any of them? There's like 3 fish right there. This is like damn live scope, man, except you see them with your own eyes. They are not interested. They're around it, but they're not interested. This is just like live scope. You see them, and they have no interest. Okay. All right, well, as I about take out the back of my kayak, let's get spun around here. Let's go exploring, y'all. These fish right here, the snapper quit biting. Whatever the hell them other fish are, I can't coax them into biting. So let's go to back here in this little, wherever this goes, if we can. Oh, right there goes some fish right there, man. Boy, look at all them. Where the hell did them come from? Boy, there's fish going everywhere back through there. Let me just put those pedals forward and stand up a minute. I gotta pull my britches up anyway. There was a bunch of fish. It is inches deep right here. But I wonder if it opens up when we get... Let me just push the pedals forward here, and we may have to bust out the paddle here. We're gonna have to bust out the paddle, folks, because, and we're going to put our rods down behind us too, because we're gonna end up taking them out when we go through these trees. So let's do that. I'm gonna pull my rudder up. All right, y'all, get the paddle here. Oh, crap. Crap, y'all. Uh-huh. What's hung right there? Oh my gosh, you all. Y'all, how the hell do you do this stuff? You've snagged the jig. Here, break that line. Break that line before that rod breaks. Just cut that line, y'all. Cut that dang line. Why won't that line break? Any other time that line would have broke. Every time we fish together, every daggone, how do we get in these situations, y'all? I'll never know. I'll never know how we do it. I don't know why y'all keep coming back watching me do this. There we go. We're gonna have to retie for sure many times as I hit that thing. Now we're going down this thing backwards. I don't guess it matters which way we go as long as we make it out of here. It would be nice to see which way we were going. The current's coming this way. There is a little flow, apparently. If there's any snakes overhead, y'all, we're in big trouble. This whole video has been a disaster right from the start. Between all the people messing up my mind, making it hard for me to talk, casting into trees, getting lines snagged and trees coming through this little, and we don't even know where the hell we're going. I don't even know if we can function back here. I mean, it's inches deep, but we saw all them fish swimming through there. Let's get spun around here. Let's just, it'd help if we put our paddle. Okay. All right. Let's just stand up a minute. Well, there's some bait fish right there. This is inches deep. Let's stand up here and pedal a little bit, or paddle a little bit, and just see what we see. See if we see anything. I mean, with it being this shallow, we should be able to see some fish if they're... Now there's another little canal off that way, but it looks like I see grass at the top of it. I don't know if that's worth going to or not. I mean, I'm not really seeing anything back here. I don't know where we're at with the tide and all. Like this may come up potentially at some point. And maybe if it does come up, fish move back up in here and stuff. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything other than the little bait fish. And the water's certainly clear enough back here you could see anything around. Yeah, I think we've went for all that trouble for nothing, folks. I think we have. I think we've wasted a little time here, but that's okay. We got nothing but time today, y'all. We can't get out and go in the ocean where we want to go. Let me push the pedals forward. I can actually flutter kick through here maybe. Right, I got us going straight. It's too shallow for my rudder, but I can probably flutter kick and use the paddle to steer and maybe get us back through this canal a little easier than we come through it the first time. It's the worst video I've ever put out in my life. There's no way in hell anybody thinks I have 1 ounce of competence after seeing today, from the poor conversation, the camera malfunction, just shut off for some unknown reason, terrible fishing abilities. I ain't on my A game today, folks, but I'm having fun. So that's good for something, right? Like, it's, if you're gonna be bad at something, at least have fun with it. All right, we're making it. We're making it out of here easier than we made it down, that's for sure. That is something that's really nice. There's a bird over there. I thought something had us. This Hobie pedal drive, being able to flutter kick. You know, I love the... Let me see if I can get us through this. Bear with me, folks. We're really like a couple inches deep right here. I'm having to... And the current's going against the current. But the Hobie pedal drive, you can push 1 foot forward and have that thing flush up under the kayak and go in some really shallow water. Whereas the bicycle style pedal motions, you're at a fixed level down there. And so it makes it, you got to raise the pedal drive up in situations like this. And so, all right, now we back out now where we can function again. Let me put my rudder back down. Put this thing up. Here, let me, dadgummit. Let's get these rods out of the way first. We're gonna have to retie that one because I've sat there and tried everything in the world to break the line and couldn't. Any other time, that line would have broke instantly. Let's do the ultralight up too. But I mean, I prefer the bicycle style pedaling motion as far as comfort goes. It's a more, it seems like a more natural movement for me. But I will say the Hobie pedal motion, the ability to move your feet and just flutter kick and function in inches of water is very helpful, especially in situations like this. Let's retie right quick because I know I may not have been able to break my line with that paddle for some reason, but I had to have probably nicked it or weakened it. Slack here. Okay. This jig head survived quite a bit today too, thus far. Yeah, folks, I apologize. This video, I oughtn't even post it because it's just, I want to post it because this place is pretty cool and we're getting on quite a bit of action here. And this might be a place that if y'all are vacationing down here, because I mean, the Florida Keys in the winter, popular vacation spot. This might be a place you want to come on a real windy day that you may not be able to go other more desirable places out in the ocean and places like that. But at the same time too, I almost hate to post this video because I just feel like I make a fool of myself. I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm out of my element down here anyway. And then every time I goof up, it seems like I goof up 5 times in a row. We got a fish that I just lost. Let's make a few more casts right in here before we head back this way. I may have to post this video on my second channel or something. That's probably what I'm gonna do with yesterday's trip at 7 Mile Bridge, because I did catch some fish. I don't know what they were, but they were fun. They would smash that spoon and just bolt with it, man. But probably just gonna post like the first hour of it, so I'll move that to my second channel, Kayak Catfish Highlights. And this one we'll see. I'll play. I don't watch these unedited videos myself, but I'll click on it a little bit and listen and see how terrible it is, and then make a final decision. This fish made a bad decision, biting that jig head. What is he? It's a little better one right here, whatever he is. Yeah, that's another different species back here. This one right here looks like a good size. You know, what I may do? I may keep him. Because he looks like a good size bait. You could just put him on hold for like a shark bait tomorrow. I've still got those. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep him. I assume I can keep him. I don't even know what the hell he is. I've got them leather jacks still in my cooler, but they're now, I got them on Monday. Today's Thursday, so they're a little bit old. And I don't know that I really need to keep any bait in the cooler because I've been getting stuff so easily out there in the ocean. But if we keep one of those, it'll at least get us started, assuming I can fish in the ocean tomorrow, which remains to be seen. We'll see on the wind finder what it's going to do tomorrow. Of course, you can't really try. I mean, even yesterday, well, he got our bait. Let me pull that out and just take a look. Because even yesterday, it wasn't right. Like it said it was going to slack off, and then it never did. And then I'm out there fighting it all daggone day. Okay, so here we are today. You can see it's a little chilly down here, but this morning we were 21, max 24. It is slowing down through the afternoon here. But then tomorrow, in the morning 10 to 14, afternoon 13 to 16. I'll just have to look at it and see tomorrow. Weekend afternoon there, Saturday's looking okay. Sunday morning's looking okay. I'm going to have a few days to get out in the ocean. Now next week here it's looking, well, you know, hell, it's so far out it'll change anyway. But it's just, you know, it's part of it's me just not being comfortable in the higher winds out there in the ocean. Part of it is my inexperience, not knowing where I can go based on certain wind directions, you know. That'll come with time. But like a spot like this, today I thought, if we can find some canal to hide in, it don't matter if the wind's blowing 20 miles an hour, we'll be able to, you know, shelter ourselves, which we have in this canal for the most part. But it ain't, I mean, if I had my druthers, I'd be trying to catch a shark today. But I will say this is fun, though. I mean, this throwing out here and you don't know what you're going to catch. And we're just getting so dang many of them, it's fun. There's been a lot of days I go fishing, I don't catch a damn thing. So the fact that we are getting bit is pretty cool. Especially when you go somewhere new, out of your comfort zone, you know, like it's one thing if you go catch fish in a place you've been to and know exactly what to do, but to go somewhere brand spanking new you never been before and just show up and just start whacking them, it's pretty cool. I think it is anyway. Y'all probably don't. Ain't nobody gonna be impressed with anything I catch down here in Florida. Even the big sharks I'm gonna get. Nobody's gonna care because it's sharks. Everybody down here hates them. Oh, I thought I had a fish on. I'm hung on that over there, whatever that is again. Let's start making our way out of here. Let's just slowly fish our way out of this little back area here. Let's slowly do it. We'll see if we can maybe find that big school of fish that we were on there for a little while. What did we hung on? Down in a rock here? What is going on? We dug into that rock. Let me see if I can. Golly bum. We may be about to lose that jig head, folks. I'll be damned, we got it back. Well, we got it back all right, but we bent it. Here. Let's switch that out. We bent that thing all to heck. Let me get my pack of jigs here. I'm gonna put another one of those on. It seems to be a good size. The 1/32 ounce lets us cast a little bit. They don't seem to mind the larger hook. Hell, we may only have one more. I think I only got one more of that size. I've got some, I know I've got some more 1/32 ounce jig heads in my tackle box behind the seat, but I'll have to put those in my, I'll have to remember to put those in my life jacket tonight. Hopefully the wind will blow us right up over here on this dock and we can hold on to it a minute while we get retied here. I'm just doing a little clinch knot, trialing knot, whatever you want to call it. It's a knot I've used my whole life. It works for me. Catch a bunch of fish with it, it holds. Whatever your favorite knot is the best knot to use. I'm convinced of that. Everybody says, what am I? Oh, hell. Scratching up the kayak over here. You know, everybody says, oh, you know, this type of knot for this type. The best one's the knot you're good at tying and the knot you have confidence in. I'm convinced of it. For just about everything, really. Okay, we're back in the game. Let's just slowly fish our way out of this area here. Let's make our way up and back out of this thing. It should be easier fishing our way out because we'll be going into the wind, at least as it's blowing right now. It'd be interesting to know if the water comes up, if that area that we went through fills up with water. I wonder if a bunch of these fish, because we saw fish coming out of here as we started going back up in there. Like if it fills up with more water, there may be a bunch of fish back there. But I don't know. I didn't look at any kind of tide thing today. I can't half understand it anyway. And for me, honestly, it don't really matter for what I'm wanting to do. For me, it's more about the wind. If the wind's calm, I'm going to go out in the ocean. I'm going to find something. If the tide's perfect and the wind is up, it don't make a damn bit of difference to me because I can't get out there no way. So I'm mostly looking at that wind, the wind speed and wind direction, and then go from there. But today, 20 miles an hour there earlier, it's just too much. It's too choppy, especially if it's blowing against the current. That was the situation there at 7 Mile yesterday. It was not so much the wind speed that got me. I mean, it was supposed to slack off in the afternoon, and it never really did. If anything, I think it picked up. But it wasn't the wind speed that was the problem. It was the fact it was going against the current, against the tide. And so it was real choppy, especially around the bridge. And in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, if I hook into a huge shark and I've got to turn quickly and I've got to go under that bridge, like things could get sketchy, you know. And I ended up making a run out toward open water, toward an island, and just kind of drifting with the current. And that was a mistake because I didn't do any good. And that's why I'm going to cut off half the video there from the trip, just so I don't waste people's time watching, because it was just me bumbling around out there, not knowing what I'm doing and not catching anything. So kind of a mistake. But you don't know. I mean, for me anyway, you don't know until you go try something. And what I'm wanting to do, it ain't like I mean, sure, you can watch videos on it to an extent. We've got a loop in our line there. What's up with that? Okay. You can watch videos on it to an extent. You can learn about rigs and tackle and whatnot, but going out shark fishing in a kayak, there's not a lot of stuff on it. There's not a lot of, I guess most people got more sense than I do. there's not a lot of information on it out there. You can get online and on the Google, you can find some old forum posts from Texas fishing, Texas kayak fishing, something like that from forever ago, 15 years ago. You can find articles on there, posts on there of people doing it. But there's not a lot of videos of people going out and actively targeting sharks from a kayak. And so, in the videos that there are, it's pretty much just like accidental catches and stuff. People are posting the video. It's not like you're going to learn anything informative from them that I can go out and try to replicate or duplicate myself. So I'm kind of having to just wing it and learn as I go, apply what I can from the boat world. But even it's different even with the boat. You know, people go out and do it because they've got firm footing, they've got leverage, which I don't have, especially in this kayak. It's so lightweight. So it's kind of a matter of learning what I can and can't do, testing those boundaries, and getting more comfortable as I go, and that takes time. The trial and error method of learning takes time. And I feel like I get better all the time. I'm learning all the time, but my experience down here, my trips down here, are still very limited. And I've still got a lot of time left on this adventure to fish. I've got, today's just day 4 of about 12 days that I could potentially fish before I go back home. So I've got plenty of time if the wind and weather and all of that will allow. I think we're good as far as like rain and storms and stuff, but the wind is going to be our biggest competitor out here. And I'm going to try to fish with Chase too, the fishing guide I had met last time back in November and I went out with. Everybody in my audience seemed to like him pretty good. He was the one person that I've had as a guest on my channel that people didn't complain about. Everybody else has got complaints and wasn't always well liked by 100% of the audience. I didn't have one single complaint about him. So anyway, I hit him up and said, hey, I'm down here through the 17th. If you're available at all, I'll like a book a half a day with you. He took me out for free last time. I met him at a gas station. Real nice guy. He knew me from my channel. And so I wanted to kind of return the favor coming back down this time and actually hire him, you know, pay him for his time. But he said he's been sick. He's had pneumonia and he's getting over it. So hopefully he'll be functioning enough to take us out sometime. I told him I'm flexible, you know. I'm, with the exception of the day that I have to go drive up to Miami to pick up my girlfriend at the airport, like I'm wide open, man. My schedule, I'm just fishing and sleeping. That's all I'm doing. So hopefully him and I'll be able to hook up if he gets feeling better. He did send me some potential places that I could go on windy days, which was helpful. May hit some of those up at some point. Kind of want to go back up there too to that canal I went to on Tuesday. Got that big drum and I got those snapper and stuff and all the manatees in there. There's the saltwater side and freshwater side. I'd like to go back up there and hit the freshwater side, try to get the peacock bass. But I knew today, with the temps being down in the 50s last night, and it being a little bit cooler day today, definitely cooler than I want it to be down here. I'd like it to be back up 70s. Sunny and 75 is what I come down here for. I thought them peacocks might be shut down today. I thought that bite might be just dead. And so I thought, I'm going to come south. I'm going to go toward Key West, you know. I guess it is south or is it west? Southwest, I guess you're technically driving. You know what I mean though. We're going farther away from the mainland of Florida. So I thought I'd come down here today and try to find some place to hide. And these fish, I mean, I don't know, these fish may be affected by the temp drop. That fella, you know, he'd said 5 degrees water temps in the last few days, and certainly had last night was the coldest night that we've had since I've been down here, and it's supposed to heat back up after this, but if it's affected them, I mean, we've caught a bunch today. I think what we're doing here is throwing out a shrimp on a jig head. It's kind of like being back home in freshwater and throwing out a night crawler on a jig head. Like, you're going to catch something. Maybe it's a bluegill, maybe it's a bass, catfish, but you're going to catch something at home, right? And maybe it's like that down here with the shrimp. You just throw it out there and you put it in front of something, there's a good chance you're going to get bit. But out through here, though, we ain't getting bit. Let me throw one. I'm going to throw one out there in front of us, and I'm going to let it sink all the way to the bottom. It's going to take a second to get down there, too, because it's deep right here. I mean, I bet you we're 12, 15 feet deep right here. I can see bottom, but it's down there. It's deep. Let's just throw one out in the middle and let it sit there a second. Because we were catching a bunch back there. Right where it started, you know, that canal come out real shallow and then it dropped off. And right there on that drop off, we were getting them. Snapper and whatever them other things were, but we started coming out here and nothing. Nothing. All right. Well, let's keep making our way along. I'm trying to... There has to be a way out of here, though. Like, where do these big boats go? Where do they go to get out to the ocean? There has to be a way out. You know what? When we put in there at the ramp, immediately to the right, there was a canal. I wonder if that wasn't the way out to possibly more canals. I remember it now because that other boat was coming. It was right there to the right. Maybe we'll try that next. If I can remember how to get back to it, we'll try that next. Kind of like the throw back there where we started too, where we got that barracuda. If that fella ain't out there at his boat anymore. He was a nice guy. I just ain't wanting to conversate today with people. I mean, I'm gonna conversate with you, but I don't want to conversate with strangers. No offense to him. Again, he seemed like a really nice guy. But I know on my way back tonight, I'm gonna stop off and get something to eat. So I'm gonna have to talk to people. And I'm at my capacity for the day. I think I'm gonna go to a place tonight. I think it's called Keys Fishery. They've got a sign as you're coming down through Marathon. Now, Marathon's kind of if you're not familiar with Florida Keys, Marathon is kind of a larger town, I guess. It seems like it's got more stuff. It's got a few more chain restaurants. It's got a Home Depot. Like, there's not a lot down here in the Keys. It's a lot of mom and pop stuff, but Marathon seems to have a little bit more. But there's a sign up, and it says, Lobster Reuben, world famous Lobster Reuben, 350,000 of them sold. And that's a pretty bold claim. You know, I don't know that I like lobster. I don't know that I've ever had it. And I don't think I like a Reuben sandwich. But, oh, something hit me. See if he come back before something nailed me and didn't hook up. Or if he got our bait. But I mean, it's a bold claim, world famous. 350,000. I mean, if you've sold 350,000 of anything, it's got to be worth looking at, right? I mean, at least give it a shot. So I think I will. I think I'm gonna stop there on the way back and have a lobster Reuben. It'll probably be $35 too. But nevertheless, I'm gonna stop there. There is a pull-off area, a parking area at mile marker 33. I passed it on the way down here too, and I want to check it out and see if it's a place that I could drop a kayak in potentially. It'll put me right there in front of a bridge. I want to try it out. So I'd like to ideally be out of here before dark so that I can go and, you know, have time to pull in there and get out and look and stuff. A lot of them pull-offs, a lot of them are real rocky. And so, you know, you could launch a kayak in them, but you're gonna, some of these rocks, you know, with the shells and stuff, you're gonna butcher your hull. Let's get on up here away from people. We had a dude on his porch and another one over there, and let's try to go back. Oh, there's somebody putting in at that ramp down there. Let's fish right through here, but when they get done with that ramp, let's go down there and hang a left and go down the other canal. Go see where that goes. But, you know, some of these places, there'll be like a little drop to get down, and it'll be just rocks and shells and everything, and you're just going to beat the hell out of your bottom of your hull, which this one here, this Lynx, is very, I don't say it's fragile, but it's, you know, certainly less durable. Look at this sign. No loud music. I'd get along with those people, because I don't want to hear the loud music either. But I don't want to. Ideally, there'd be a spot down there I could put in just on sand. That would be ideally what I'd want to do. That other place I put in at the other day, I had to walk the kayak down a pretty good ways from where I parked, but it was a nice sandy area there I was able to launch in. And that I can use that same launch and access 3 different bridges. Now, I fished the one closest. Hey, look at them crabs. Can you see it right there in the water while there ain't no ripple? There's 2 crabs right there. We've been down this canal, I think. Didn't we go down this one? I think we did. I think we went down that one. I think that was our dead end, I think. Yeah, that was our dead end, I think. I lost my train of thought. Oh, them bridges. Yeah, I can access 3 bridges from that one launch. Now, the other 2, I'm going to have to go further to get to it. Putting in there, but still I can access them, which is helpful. Because I know that area right there is, I think it's okay to be leaving a car. I mean, I don't think you're going to have to worry about getting your windows knocked out or anything. And we know it's a good spot to launch from and be able to land right there without any potential damage. So, wind permitting, I'm going to be able to hit those 2 bridges at some point down here. there's another public beach area. Oh, we got something. Oh, that's a barracuda. Oh, and he let it go. Dang. That was a small barracuda. Dang, I hate I lost that. But there's another public beach area too, not too far from where I'm staying, and it's got, you know, sand, obviously, because it's a beach area. And I can access a pretty large bridge. So I definitely want to hit it, but it's going to take for that big of a bridge and that big open area, it's going to take a relatively calm day, wind-wise, for me to be able to do it. But I've at least found access to 4 bridges fairly close to where I'm staying that are places I can put in safely, both for myself, leaving the car there, and the kayak. And it's mostly just getting out and looking, you know. There's a lot of places off the side of the road where you drive by them and you think, well, I maybe could put in there, but you just got to get in there and look. Oh, I see a big fish. I see a big fish over there. I'm trying to back up. I don't know what he is, but I saw him before the wind rippled the water. He was headed up there. Like he was swimming toward that boat. Oh, hell, he's right there. I see him right there. I see part of his tail. Let me see if oh, there's a school of them. Oh, there's a bunch of them. What are those? Where's my bait? Oh, something smacked it. Something smacked it right there. Oh, it's a barracuda. I wonder if all them others are barracudas too, possibly. All right. I wonder if all them others right there are maybe just some bigger barracuda. They're still there too. Oh, come on, fish. Oh, they are barracuda. That one right there is. A school of barracuda. How about that? Okay. All right. Let's cut up another piece. We'll throw over there again. That one, I think I was starting to reel that back when he hit it. I can't believe I forgot them barracuda tubes that Elias gave me at home. I was definitely wanting to try those out. Where did things go? Throw back over. Let's spin back around, make another cast or two over there. Somebody's home. Okay, now we're back in position. I wonder where them things went. I can't see them now because the water rippling. There's somebody over there. Oh hell, we gotta get out of this boat's way. Oh, there they are. Tight quarters for these big boats. Howdy. All right. Well, we just went right over the top of the barracuda there to get out of their way, so let's move on. Let's go back down here because we were wanting to go out that canal anyway, down here by the ramp. I wonder where they're going with that thing. We've had to have passed the way out. We've had to have. Let's make some casts right through here too, before we get to this other canal down here. Because that there looks like a dead end. I think we did go down that one, I think, maybe. I don't know where the hell we've been at this point. I'm so turned around. I can see the ramp right there. I know where it's at. At least I think that's the same ramp. Is it the same ramp? Is that a different ramp? I don't know where the hell we're at. Oh, I see a barracuda though. Oh, I come up behind him and spooked him. I bet you, them barracuda, I wonder if we couldn't throw something. I mean, our spoon might be moving too fast for it, but maybe if we had like a swim bait of some kind. I think that's a different ramp over there. We're going to work our way down to that ramp because I think I think that's a different ramp. I saw a fish, something right down there. Something's busting right there. Did you see that? Let's run right down here and see what's going on. Hey, something right there. I've got topwater plugs in my box, but I didn't have nothing tied on because I didn't think it would be a topwater kind of day, but let's just swim this shrimp along right here and see what happens. Nothing. That tree over here. Look at that red. You can't see it. I had an opening there a minute ago. That's beautiful. I think that's a different ramp. Where the hell am I? Y'all, I'm lost. I'm gonna have a hard time finding my way out of here tonight. I thought we'd come back right down here and take a left. But I'm pretty sure that's a different ramp. Because I don't see my truck over there. I don't know where the hell we're at. I don't see that other fella's boat either, the one we was talking to. I see a fish though. I see a fish right there. We're back on some fish. Let me just toss it there in front of him, see if I can get him to eat it. No such luck. Well, if nothing else, we know where another ramp is at. I don't see my truck though. Oh, another person out here. We just can't get away from people. Oh, there's my truck. There it is. Okay, that is the right ramp. The other vehicle was blocking mine. I couldn't see it. Okay, we're good. All right, let's look back in here. Oh, this don't go nowhere either. How the hell do you get out of here? Where do these big boats go? There has to be a way out. We're going to get on the Google here in a minute. When we get back here, we're going to fish our way back here. And then we're going to get on the Google and look. See where we need to go. There's just too many big boats for them to not be able to access the ocean. They wouldn't be just putting their boats in to bring them back here, dock them, and then going and getting a trailer every time they want to go to the ocean. It wouldn't make any sense. I don't know where the hell they're getting out at, though. Something was splashing down there. That was a fish or somebody throws something in. And maybe somebody throwing something in. I thought I heard voices. Tough to avoid people in this place. I'll bet 75–80% of these are fully retired. Yeah, that's somebody down there. It looks like that canal don't go anywhere. Give me a second here, y'all. There's got to be a way out of here. There has to be. Let me pull out the Google. Give me a second here. This is going to drive me crazy. I mean, we obviously don't want to go out to the ocean, but I'd like to fish our way out there as far as we can. Okay, so apparently, I'll say we're in Big Pine Key, I guess. Where are we? Okay, we're there. I parked there, okay. Where do we get out at? He's fishing back here. Let's go this way. Let's figure this out here, y'all. There's got to be a way out. There's got to be. Because you look right here, or here, we'll go up here's the ramp. It looks like it goes, well, it makes a T. We never saw that T right there. We never saw it. I didn't see it anyway. Okay, yeah, but you go out that T, take a left, and then you can run out that way. I don't know where this goes. It goes to another dead end down that way. I never saw that long one, though. Well, there's another one. No, that goes to them bushes I think we went to. I think we went, yeah, that's where we were at, right there. You know what let's do? Let's throw out that spoon. Let's throw out the spoon and troll. I just want to try to figure out where the hell we're at. We'll just throw this out behind us. We'll troll our way up here. maybe I just didn't go far enough down. Maybe it looked like a dead end and it wasn't. But I'd like to go out to the edge of the ocean. One would think there'd be more life out there. We'll just troll this spoon going out through here and see what happens. Maybe we'll bust one of them barracuda or something. Maybe something else even. Hodgepodge of a day, man. We're just out here doing what we do. Goofing around, exploring. We got fish too. We got one on that spoon. I don't know what we got, but we got something. First one on the spoon of the day. I think it is a barracuda. Yep. Nice. All right, man. All right. Y'all, that's another barracuda. Again, I don't know how desirable these things are, especially the little ones, but I think they're pretty cool. Oops. Especially all of those right there, man. All them chompers. They've definitely got some chompers on them. Well, let's do that again. That didn't take long. We trolled right up through there and busted him right out here in the middle. All right. Well, let's hoof it on down here and see if we can find where this damn exit is. I knew there had to be a way out. There's just too many big boats through here. You wouldn't just put these things in here and just park them. They got to be able to go out. I wonder if it wasn't down here earlier where we had that boombox music. Because I turned because of the potential copyright. I didn't go all the way to the end, although it looked like a dead end. I bet that's where it was. It's easy to get turned around though with all these little side streets. I couldn't imagine being a taxi driver before the day. I mean, I use my GPS for everything. I couldn't find my way out of a paper bag without my GPS. I couldn't imagine being a taxi driver in a big city back in the day. Before GPS, you know. Now it's super easy. But back in the day, of course, I don't guess being a taxi driver is easy, dealing with people and all. Probably not easy either with Uber and Lyft and all those services. The last time I took a taxi it was in Las Vegas, but it was years ago. And once Las Vegas got Uber, that was it for me and taxis. Because the taxis, and I'm pretty sure they were doing this to everybody, but they would take you, I took them to the airport, to the hotel, and it was expensive, man. It was, I don't know, $50, $60, memory serves me. Each way, not like a round trip, but like each way to get from the airport to the hotel and back. And I'm pretty sure they would take you the long way. Just because you're a tourist and you don't know nothing, and they can. And then Uber comes along and it's, I don't know if it curbed that behavior or not, but now I've just used Uber or Lyft when I've been out there. When me and my girlfriend went out there last year, we used it and it was significant. It was still expensive, but significantly cheaper than it was. And nothing goes down in price, obviously. It had been years ago that we had used the taxi, so I'm sure they took us a long way. This has got to be it, right? It looks like it dead ends right down here. Maybe it don't. Y'all come with me, man. This is just we learning here, folks. We're learning our way around. We turned around. We turned around right in here because of the boom box. And hopefully we don't get dinged. It's the Bee Gees too. It's a good song to get dinged. If you're gonna get if you're gonna get a copyright ding, it might as well be from the Bee Gees. Staying alive is what we're trying to do out here all week. Yeah, okay. So it did look like a dead end, but it turns. All right. Okay. Got a house for sale right here. If y'all want to go ahead and take care of that for me, I'll just move in next time I come back. Keller Williams. Reel this thing in. We're gonna snag the turn there. I wonder if it'll say on the sign how much this place is. One of y'all call Robert Dolson up there and ask him. I wonder what the address of this place is. I'd look it up right quick. Key West Compass Realty. Oh, there's somebody up there. Which way in the hell we get out the, is it this way? Yeah, I think it's right up here this way. All right, well, let's fish our way up through here, folks. Let me put this up and bust out the shrimp again, since we're right up here by the ocean now. I wish that fellow would come back out. I'd ask him how much he wants for the place, since y'all gonna buy it for me. I don't want to people today, but I am curious, so I would initiate a conversation to learn that. Or if we don't need to change out this piece of shrimp. I bet it might have dried out possibly while we've been. Let's switch that out. We were dangling it in the air while we were coming down through there pedaling. Get that right there up and looks good. This pack of shrimp we've had out all afternoon, I'm gonna throw it away when we get back. I got another pack in my coolers down in the ice that's still good. Where that guy went now, I was going to ask him. I don't know where he went. I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know how much y'all going to be paying for it. Yeah, I just want to fish right here, right before it opens up. I guess that's a little bay right there. There's another for sale sign. I don't know if we can get the house number on that. It doesn't say. I'm just curious. I just want to know. I mean, it ain't like it's in my budget, but I'm just curious. I want to know what it is. What is it going for? I might find it later. It's a yellow house. Pretty sure it's this big pine key we're in. Big pine key, even though we ain't seen no pine. Oh, maybe, well, I'll be damned. Look right there. I think that is a pine tree. I think that is a type of pine. How about that? Well, the name does fit. I was about to say, we ain't seen no damn pine trees, but, oh, I see some fish though. There's a big school of something right there. Let's see if one of them will eat it. Maybe a situation. Oh, there's a million fish right there. What are those? Look at all of them. Can you see them? There's a million fish and we won't catch a damn one. Oh my gosh, there's so many fish. What are those? Are those snapper? Boy, if they are, there's some big ones down there. They're not really running. I'm about to bump this thing. My gosh, they're all over out in the middle too. I just keep seeing them. Let me get some distance between me and those ones and see if that'll help our cause maybe. How do you have that many fish and you can't get not one of them to bite? Oh, one of them did just bite. He's pulling too, buddy. I think those are snapper. That one's a little better quality, and there's some down there even bigger than this. Let's throw her, put our shrimp back on there. Y'all, that is a bunch of fish right there. I mean, they are literally 100 fish right here. I don't know if you can see them. There's 100 fish right here. I'm just gonna throw that thing out there and just let it sink. I think one of them's got it. My line's going tight. Watch this. Watch this. Got him. I'm just letting that thing sink down, and they're hitting it on the fall. I want to get one of those bigger ones though. Look at that, man. I mean, there's 100. If there's one, there's 100 right there. I don't know what it takes to catch a bigger one. We tried using the bigger bait earlier, and that just caught a smaller fish. I think it's just a matter of putting this in front of a bigger one, but how do you do that when there's so many of them down there? Oh, man. Got him. This one's smaller though. They're getting smaller. We want them to get bigger. Oh, quit. Quit that. Quit that. Quit. Open up. Open up. You're holding up progress here, fish. Don't want you bending that hook either. There we go. Yeah, I'm just tucked in right here by these trees. We tucked in right here by these trees where we can operate. You know what might be an interesting thing to do too? We could cut up some of that leather jack and just take a sliver of it, you know, just take a small piece of the fish. I hope ain't no snakes in these trees here. I'm an easy meal for them if they are. This ain't gonna take long. They're gonna be on it in a second. I know they are. I'm just waiting on that line to go tight. Felt one nipping. 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 Oh, I think he nipped us. No, he didn't get it. Throw back over there by, oh crap, I threw in the boat. Dadgummit, y'all, you threw in the boat. How did you do that? You were supposed to throw beside it. You've thrown into it. I swear I can't take you all anywhere. How did you do that? There's people up here too. They're going to see this. And we're going to... You've snagged the bucket. Okay, there it comes. I don't see them now. I don't know where they went. Let's throw right over here. They couldn't have went far. I don't see them now, though. That was a massive school of them. I'm gonna stand up a second and get a better angle. Oh, looks like something right over there. I don't see the big school. They've moved. I do see some movement right here. Got one too. Boy, he's a digging. He's a digging good. That's a little better one. Probably still not a keeper. I don't think it's going to hit that. I don't know if these are 10 or the 12-inch ones, but either way, it ain't going to hit it, I don't think. But nevertheless, it's a, we got that piece of that shrimp back too. They're a good time, man. Those, I mean, for their size, like they can fight a little bit. Oh, we got dock workers over here too. Boy, we can't get away from people for nothing today. And the one person we want to talk to, this fellow with the house for sale, we can't get him to come back out. Oh, got it. Look at him go. This is fun, man. This has been, aside from all the people and the blunders on video and just my inability to talk to a camera today, this has been a fairly fun trip. If I wasn't filming today, I would have probably had more fun, because then I would have been more in a more relaxed state, probably. But I mean, we've caught a bunch of fish in here regardless. Oh, I'm about to blow up on this boat again. Let's put another piece on and throw over here. We'll just throw over here in the middle. Maybe that's where they're at. Maybe they moved off a little, just a little deeper, and I can't see them here with the lighting and such the way it is. That big school, it had to go somewhere though. Like there was too many fish. Like they couldn't have. I mean, I guess they can go wherever the hell they want, but I mean, that was a big school. At least with the dock workers down here, I don't think they speak in English, so they ain't gonna understand what I'm saying, no way. Oh, he hit it, thumped it. They're getting smaller again. I saw some big ones in there. There were some I don't know, you may not have been able to see them with the camera, but there were, I promise you, there were some big marks in that larger school. It may just be that the little ones go investigate the bait first as it's falling down, and the big ones don't have a chance to get it. I think once after it now, my line twitched a little bit. Maybe I was, oh, okay. Thought I was imagining things, and there he is. Well, that's another small. That's another little one right there. He's got that thing kind of deep too. I need that jig back there, Snapper. That's my last one of that size, so I'm gonna need you to, you're gonna need, easy, tried to pin on us there. Open that mouth. You just flung water all over my glasses. Open up, please. Please, sir, madam, whatever the case may be, open up. He ain't gonna open up, y'all. I need that jig out. That's my last one. He said he don't care. Oh, there they are. There they are. There's some bigger ones. Okay, I really need that jig out now. Give me it. He ain't gonna give me it, folks. Oh, okay. You big mistake there, Snapper. Dadgummit. Y'all, let me get a better angle here so I can see. Trying to, y'all sitting on my chest in that camera, you blocked my angle of view. He's got his mouth closed. Get that thing out. Hell, in all this time that it's taken to do this, I could have got another jig head out from my box. That's what I'm gonna end up doing. You want it that bad, you can just have it. Get on. Dadgummit, I'll have to bust out my box here. We saw them other fish though. Dang it. There they are, look. They're right there. I don't know if you can see them or not. There's a film on the water here. They're all up there on the edge. Let me get my other box out here, because I know I've got some more 1/32 ounce. And it'd actually probably be better too, because these other ones I have a smaller hook. Yeah, these are, well, it don't say what size hook, but I bet it's a number 6 probably, maybe. Stick those in there. All right, let's see what we can do here. Get your line. We got to change this line out tonight. I said I was going to do it the other day, and I didn't. I ended up just stripping some line out of the reel. We've really got to change it out completely. After today, I can't see that damn thing. There we go. Oh, it's a bunch of fish down there, man. We gotta try to catch some more of them. Okay, I think we're back in the game. I am going to spin us around here. Oh, I don't have to spin us around because I see them. I thought we had blown past them, but I actually do see them right here. There's just so damn many. They're all up on they're all over these mangroves, man. This is, I mean, it's just incredible how many fish there are. There's so much, I mean, for this small canal, there is so much life in here. Okay. All right, well, let's see if we can just throw right up here on the edge. It shouldn't take long. Well, I've slid out. I think I pulled it away from them. Let me just, okay. Now that ought to catch us something, surely. Any time now, fish. The wind's going to move us and pull that bait. I can't believe they're not all over it with as many of them as is there. By gosh, they ain't. Here's some more right over here. They're all over the edges right there. And they go down deep too. I think maybe the kayaks may be spooking them a little bit too, maybe. Here's what I want to do. Y'all, they're all over the edges. They're out here, and I'm seeing them out here, right here in the middle too. Let me just make a long cast right out here in the damn middle. Get it away from the kayak a little bit and let it sink all the way down. I bet we're liable to catch them all the way out through here. Look right there. They go up under them rocks there too. There's little caves and stuff up under there. Might be some big grouper or something up in there too. You never can tell. Oh crap, our route. Okay, we're good. I heard my rods hitting them trees behind us. By now we didn't catch nothing. And we're seeing a million fish, and we've made 3 or 4 casts now and ain't caught. Ain't got one. We throw over there on the edge again, but try to do it farther away from us. Maybe we won't spook them that way. There's probably a better way to do this than what I'm doing, but yeah, this is one of those things. I'm not really trying necessarily to catch this. Not something I'm gonna put a lot of effort into research-wise to learn how to get great at it. We're just fishing for whatever, and I saw a million of them and thought, what the heck? And then we caught some of them, and it's like, well, let's do some more. But I'm sure if I was better educated on these things, there's a better method, a better way of going about this than what I'm doing. But the shrimp and jig head, though, I mean, hell, it's got us. You got to admit, folks, it's got us a bunch of fish today. I don't know how many we've gotten, a handful of different species, but I mean, it's got us a bunch of fish. And I bet you if I got some things dialed in with the presentation and whatnot, we could probably have 100 fish a day if we got on like a big school like this and knew how to really trigger them. It'd be like possibly like doing bluegill back at home with the gulp and stuff, like just, you know, get an active day and a million fish in a school, and there's no telling how many you'd catch. Over by the dock again. I think we're going to run down here in a minute if these don't start biting. I kind of want to run down here and just look around in this bay. This open, I assume it's a bay. It's an open area out there. See what it looks like. kind of see what's going on at the very entrance of it. You can see where the wind, well, I don't know if you can see on camera, but it looks like you can see where the windbreak ends because the water changes right there. I'd kind of like to see, what's going on right there. Let's just pedal up past these dock workers and go right out there to the edge. If nothing else, we'll get a look and see what it looks like out there. Hi. All right, we got by that without having to talk to people. As many people has been out today, I feel like I've done pretty well with how limited of interactions I've had to have had. Oh, there's a million. There's a million right back up there under that thing, folks. There's a million right there. We found the big school again. Will one of them eat it, though? There is a gazillion under this boat. Gazillion. That's a lot of zeros. Oh my God. Okay, he's going that way. Oh, are you kidding me? There are a million fish and I've hooked the damn dock. How do y'all get hung so much? I'm not gonna get over and break it either. We got it back. That 6-pound line's pretty strong. It's bent the hook. Let's bend that thing back if we can. Okay. All right, let's see if I spooked all them things. There was a million under there, though. Let me just stand up. I must have spooked them. I don't see as many now. I mean, there's still a few, but I don't see as many. I was trying to catch one of those. I see them coming toward it. We're going to blow right on top of them. You better eat it quick. We're going to be right on top. All right, let's bag it up. All right, well, let's just keep doing what we was going to do and go right out here to the entrance. Maybe we'll make a cast or two as we go, too, before we throw ahead of us, before we get up here and have a chance of spooking stuff. Oh, we got one, too. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe them things see you. And once they see you, maybe that's when they're just like, something's off, you know, like this ain't time to feed. Get him out of here. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just throw ahead of us. The wind's blowing out there. I can see the change. Once we get to the canal, I can see it. It's a big wide open area right there, though. That's a big bay. I wonder how deep it is. We might be able to throw that spoon behind us and troll. bust something possibly. Oh, got something right here we're gonna bust. Ain't that something, man? Once they see you, it's like they're done with you. They're not gonna... I think that's probably it. I really think that's it, folks. I think them other fish, once they see me, they're just not gonna bite. I'm about to blow up on this boat. Yeah, because there's still a million fish right there. But I went right by them. I slowed down and went backwards, and so I made a lot of commotion, and they just wasn't going to bite. But these ones up here in front of us, we've not got to yet. They've not been spooked by us. They don't know we're there, and all they know is there's a bait dropping down in their face, and they're going to eat it. But there's been a lot of places we've been in these canals today where there just ain't been no life too. And so if you don't know something's there, of course, no bigger than this canal has been. I mean, a person could really work it thoroughly in a day. I mean, I think we've done a pretty good job. Even the little side street canals and stuff. Oh, there's one. He nailed it, buddy. He's running with it. Boy, this one's a digging. This might be a little better one here. Slightly better anyway. All right. Oh, he's eat it deep too. Let's see what you've done. Open up. How deep is it? Am I able to get it, or are we cutting it again? Oh, we're going to have to cut that in two. A little better one, but he got it kind of deep. Dadgummit. Y'all tell these fish to not take that hook so deep. I don't even care about them getting the thing so much as just having to retie. Y'all know at this point in my life, I'm about so blind I can't hardly see to thread the damn... There, I got that in the first time. I can't hardly see to thread the thing half the time. The Loy's got me them reading glasses there to help me see, but they're in my other kayak, and I don't have a good place in this kayak to store glasses because I don't have any internal compartments or storage in this thing. I don't have a good place to put them, just to have them, you know, be able to stick them on real quick whenever I'm retying. It was a damn good gift, though, they got me, because Lord knows I need them. I can't tell you exactly when it was I lost my ability to see anything, but I've definitely hit the age where it's a problem. I bet you if we had a cast net too, we could net some of them, whatever them fish are, them little bait fish. And I bet you those things would probably make good bait too, because they're swimming around here. Seems like everywhere we've really seen those snapper, there's been some of these bait fish nearby. And so I bet if you put one of those on a hook and it's kicking around and acting all erratic and stuff, I bet them snapper would be all over it, because they're eating them all the time anyway. They got to be, with as many of them as... There's fish. Oh, he sent that jig flying. They got to put an eye out. He sent the jig through the line. There we go. Oh my God, what have y'all done now? I thought it went that way. Every damn thing has went wrong today. Now I've got it wrapped around like this. Today's just a, every time I fish with y'all, it's an SHIT show. Every time. I can't get anything going today, folks. I can't do one damn thing today without causing another problem. Here, I think we got it now. I think we got it whooped with that one. All right. That fish tied us in a loop, and then I made it worse. Okay, let's put another one on. I think I'm gonna throw to the other side one time in the shade over there because I'm not seeing anything up here at this point. Of course, if I can see them, they can see me. It may not help even if I did see them. There might be something on that other side potentially. And then I'm gonna get out here and just take a gander. Speaking of taking a gander, you know what I need to do? I need to look, see if y'all can take a gander. You got water all over the lens, man. I bet y'all can't see a damn thing. Let's clean yous off here. We got water drops. Y'all gotta holler when the lens gets dirty, y'all gotta holler. Over there by that pole one time. There's a bridge up there too. That's interesting. I wonder what bridge that is. You see it over yonder there? Because that's a fairly short run. We launch in that back there where we're at. That'd probably be less than 2 miles total. Maybe not even, because it ain't that far in this creek. Maybe a mile total to get out there to that bridge. I don't know what bridge that is. I wonder how deep it is. Again, folks, I got a lot of questions, very little answers. Let me throw right over here on the edge. Right over on the edge of them. We're about to be exposed. You can see where the wind hits right here outside these mangroves. It's not real choppy out there right now, but you can just see where it hits. I think the wind's calmed down a lot. Or maybe we're still just shielded from it here where we're at, but it was cranking earlier when I left. What is that? I'm gonna stand up right here a second, folks. Is that grass over there? Oh, it's grass. I'm just looking around. I wonder if this whole thing here is full of grass. I'd be real curious to know when I get out, I guess when I get out of here, it'd be the first bridge I'd come to, one would think. Well, now there's another bridge right over yonder, ain't it? Right there's another one. Folks, I'm just, curiosity's done got the best of me. Here, well, let's do this. We're out here, we're very close to this bridge. Let's throw this spoon out behind us. Now let's run down here this bridge and just see what it looks like, if we can. Hell, it's getting real shallow right here. This is super shallow, we may not be able to do it. Well, that'll answer that. If it's super shallow, I just thought if there's a cut going through here, if there's like a deeper channel, it might be worth taking a look around. I don't have a shark rod with me, but again, I could come back at some point in the future, and this would be a easy spot to hit. I mean, it's fairly close access, and we know we've got a free ramp. I'm not going to troll this. I was going to troll a spoon, but it's so shallow through here, we're going to be dragging bottom with it. I don't know that I want to go all the way down. There's a boat coming, I think. Let's see if they go through there. If there's a defined channel with some depth, I mean, that boat's flying. There's got to be a defined channel. There has to be. There has to be a channel there, folks. That boat wouldn't be running that fast in water as shallow as I'm in right now. Maybe it just gets deeper on that. Some of these places down here in the Keys, you'll have big long stretches. You'll just be inches deep, and then it'll drop off to a few feet. I see buoys out there, but I think those are like crab buoys. Where are we at on time? We got him, well, running low on battery. We've still got some time left. Let's just run down here real quick. Let me throw this, I'm gonna throw the spoon out, but I'm gonna make a short cast. If I run it too deep, it's gonna be dragging bottom. I just want to see what's going on around this bridge down here. I want to see how deep it is through there. I want to see if there's anything around it. Curiosity's got the best of me, folks. And then, here's what else I'm wondering. So we parked, right? And we went up that way and we looped around. I wonder how far away this bridge is from my truck. Because, I mean, if I could get out down here, hell, I could just walk the kayak back. I got the wheels with me. I could just walk it back instead of making the run all the way back around. I'll have to get on the Google again and see where the hell I'm parked at in relation to this. But again, y'all, I apologize. Today's been just a SHIT show. From the fact that we've had a bunch of people around that's made it hard for me to conversate, the fact that we've had so much crap go wrong, getting trees or jig hung in the tree, go through the mangrove thing, the losing fish, casting in trees. Don't know what the hell we're doing. We've just had a lot of stuff. Today ain't been my best game. I didn't bring my A game today. But I've had a good time. I've caught fish. We've been able to explore a little bit out here. And ultimately, I mean, that's a win, folks. I mean, when you get right down to it, when you're going somewhere new, you don't know what the hell you're doing. If you can roll out of there having caught fish, mission accomplished. That's how I view it anyway. So, video purposes, wasn't my best performance, but overall fishing trip here. I'm not going to go back to the hotel today displeased. Now, if the lobster Reuben sandwich is a bust, maybe I go back disappointed. I don't know that I'm going to like lobster, and I already know I don't really care for a Reuben sandwich. So I don't even know why the hell I want to eat a lobster Reuben, but it says it's world famous. And if something's world famous, well, they talked me into it. You think they've really sold 350,000 of them though? Oh, we got hit with something. Or maybe I come across the bottom there, I don't know. Felt like I hit something. Maybe I just, we're so shallow, maybe I just hit a rock or something. You know, that boat was zipping along, but I swear it don't look like it's very deep. I just want to see under this bridge here. I want to see if there's a, as you can see, part of that bridge is open right there. That's where that boat come through. I just want to see if it's a, if there's a deeper cut there. We'll throw the spoon, we get down here, we'll go ahead and throw this spoon. The wind's still blowing enough, it'll make it hard to throw the jig and the shrimp. The line will just have a big bow in it, won't be able to feel nothing. But the spoon will be able to cast and retrieve and shouldn't have any issues. It ain't getting no deeper, it don't look like. Maybe that fella just knows, maybe he knows it's just deep enough. He can run that outboard and don't have to worry. Maybe there ain't enough in here to have to worry about hitting anything. I'd just be thinking, man, if this is just a big flat up in here, and hell, maybe one of these hurricanes blew out a object of some kind, and you hit that with your outboard, there goes your lower unit. I guess it's just a risk you take fishing down here, because like I said, you'll be some areas and it's just inches deep and it'll drop off to a few feet and then it's back up again, inches deep. This kayak here I'm in, I float 2 inches, 3 inches of water with the hull design and my weight. So I can get through some pretty skinny places. Now, the other thing with this kayak, the pedals I have, they are the kick-up fins, I think it's called. So if I hit something, they flip up, they don't break off. At least in theory, anyway. So far, I haven't hit anything with them to test it out. I'm getting a little winded though. We've made a pretty good run here. This is close enough, this one and the other bridge though, that if it's worth fishing, we could totally do so from the ramp we put in at. I mean, it's close enough. I'd be willing to make the run and then fish and potentially get towed off a couple miles by something big and then come back. I bet you I'm gonna be able to take out over here somewhere though and just walk back to the truck. I think that's gonna be closer. I could be wrong, but y'all know, y'all have seen my sense of direction firsthand today. Yeah, my ancestors, your ancestors too, could look up in the sky, look at the stars, look at the sun, be able to navigate. And yet here we are, 2025. If Google server goes down and I ain't got my GPS, I'm toast. I couldn't find my way out of that paper bag I mentioned. But I guess one of them skills, man, you don't use it, you lose it. And us humans, I can't remember when I got my first GPS, but I remember what it was. It was one of them, well, I don't remember I don't remember the name of the brand. Maybe it was a Garmin. Either way, it was a little box. Had a screen, like a 3-inch, 4-inch screen. And you'd plug it into your car there, put in your destination, and it would tell you just what Google does now. But it was its own thing. Like it was, I don't know, $200 probably at the time. Wasn't a free app on your phone, you know, like it was a standalone device. But I had one of those as a teenager, I reckon. I can remember my parents having one of them big atlas, is that what they're called? It's like a book of the United States with all the roads and everything. I can remember that, like that's how people used to plan trips and whatnot, like what roads they were going to take, and I couldn't do that today. I'd never be able to figure it out. I can't imagine being a truck driver. I mean, I guess back in those days, well, even still, the big cities and stuff, New York City, Los Angeles, it would still suck to be a truck driver. Back in the day, I mean, it would suck to be a truck driver now with all the traffic and the road construction and everything. But back in those days, man, when you didn't have GPS and you had to use an atlas to be able to figure out where to go as a truck driver. And the big cities and stuff where you can't really, if you make one wrong turn, you can't get turned around. That'd be awful. I guess the one advantage maybe back then was less traffic, less cars on the road. But either way, it would suck. The water is getting deeper here, folks. There is a little cut here. It has dropped off. I'll let out a little bit more line here on our spoon, maybe. It's definitely gotten a little deeper, but I still see bottom. This isn't a super deep bridge through here. It's not a 15, 20 foot cut, I don't think. The other one might be. I'm not going to check it out today, but I was thinking, man, like if this is a big drop through here, we might find some sharks. You would think the farther down we went, the warmer the water's going to be. You'd think. But I've not come down here this far and fished before. Bahia Honda is as far down as I've previously went. I mean, I've went farther down just vacationing. Me and my girlfriend went down to Key West last year and just spent a day. Went to the end of the United States, got our picture made. But I didn't do any fishing down there. It was just a vacation day. And Bahia Honda, of course, is as far down as I've went, so I don't really know what the fishing's like down here, but my assumption would be it would get better the farther down you went. But I don't know that to be true. But I'll tell you this, it's pretty damn good up there where I'm at. I mean, I ain't fished a bad place yet down here. I've fished, well, I mean, like yesterday was kind of a bad day to try to fish, the 7 mile. But I still caught fish. So I think pretty much any concrete structure out in the ocean is going to have some fish around it. Any of these canals you can find your way into, probably going to have some fish in there, as we've seen today. And as we've seen Tuesday in that saltwater canal up there at Key Largo. right, well, I still, it's deeper. I still see bottom. I'm not too impressed with it as far as wanting to come back here. Unless we actually see some sharks, this probably isn't a place that I would come back to specifically target sharks, unless one of you all comment and you fish down here and you know I can catch something. But what I will do, since we're here, when in Rome, you know, I might make a few casts. Let's just throw around the concrete here and see what happens. Throw the spoon for a little while. I wouldn't be shocked if we bust something out here. There's got to be something around this concrete or in between it. I'll probably just fish this side. I don't know that I'm going to go through and get the old bridge there. But we'll definitely work along the concrete here on this side. And I'm going to probably need to check and see what time it is too. I want to make sure I make it back to the car before dark. We still got some time, it looks like. And I really want to see if I can, because these little houses over here, condos, whatever the hell they are, like I see like a walkway down to the water right there. I mean, I could take out right there and just walk back. This kayak is so lightweight, it's real easy to just walk it wherever you need to go. So that may be quicker for me than pedaling all the way up back through that canal and all that. Path of least resistance, folks, like water. Let's get on up here and make some casts closer to the concrete, maybe. Comes another big boat. He's barreling through this boat coming behind us here. They must just know where to go. Maybe their GPS tells them there's a little canal or something there, a little cut. If me personally, if I had some big $100,000+ boat, I'd be real hesitant running it through shallow water. But maybe it's one of them things you just get more confident with time. I've seen a lot of people back home didn't know what they was doing and run up on some hump because it's winter time and water's down. They just don't know it's there. It happens all the time out here too, I guarantee you. Tell these people renting boats, don't know their way around here. I guarantee you it does. We're lined up to make a good cast right here. Right down the side of all this concrete right here. You think we'll get bit? Nope. That's about as good a cast as we're ever gonna make. Especially y'all, because you've been hanging trees all day. Well, I can't believe we ain't had nothing strike us right through here, even a tap. I still don't know what them things were I got yesterday at 7 Mile Bridge, but those were really good fighting fish. Like, I enjoyed those. I mean, they were a good fight, especially on this bass rod here. It's a medium heavy, 7-foot medium heavy bass rod. Whatever those things were the ideal size for this particular rod. I bet you if we threw that shrimp around, well, we would probably need a heavier jig head, I'd say. But we're getting up shallower over here. Well, of course, we're coming up on land, but I bet you around one of these concrete pillars is some fish. And I bet you if we casted the spoon around all of them or threw the shrimp around all of them, we'd eventually find some. I don't know that I'm gonna find it today. So I'm just gonna fish this one side right here. I don't see nothing going on. I don't see no bait fish flipping. I ain't seen nothing as we've pedaled along here. I ain't seen no. It ain't been like we've come across fish or spook fish or anything. Like I ain't seen nothing the whole pedal down through here. All right, y'all, here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a handful more casts right over here by these mangroves, and I'm gonna bust out the Google machine and see where the hell I'm at in relation to my truck. And I think I'm gonna think about getting out of here. I'm at least gonna see what time it is. I don't think that was a hit. I think I come through some grass or something out here. But I saw a ramp or a walkway or something right over here at this condo. I bet you I could just walk right up through there. Let's pull it out, folks. Bear with me here a second. Y'all don't give a damn about this, but this whole video ain't been worth a crap today, so y'all. All right, let's see where we're at here. It's 4:42. Okay, here we are by the bridge. Where's where'd I park at? Oh, I'm parked here. I'm parked there. We're farther away from my car than I thought. Well, I didn't think we went that far. Well, it shows what the hell I know. Well, y'all, hey, how about that? So much for that idea. It was a good idea. Had my truck actually been over here by these condos, then this would have probably been a good place to take out. I could just got right up there on the beach, or I think it was right in here is what I saw. Yeah, right there. Look right here. They got a little boat launch right there. Man, I could have took out right there and just walked on up. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna be hoofing it back, y'all. But hey, we've explored today. We got to see some new sights. We caught several fish. I know that one the most predominant fish we caught was snapper. I know that. Those brighter colored fish that we got may have been a form of snapper too, different species. That one, we got a couple of them that we put one in the cooler, but we got a couple of that species, whatever it was. We got some barracuda. So, I mean, like we've gotten a variety of fish today. We got several fish, nothing huge, but didn't need nothing huge with the light tackle, you know. We were still able to have a good time with the size of the fish that we got. But, you know, exploring down here on a day that had I not hit either this spot or something like it, I'd just been sitting at the hotel, because the wind does seem like it's slacked off now, but it would have been too much. It was rolling out there, out in the open water. You know, I'm coming across some of the bigger bridges and stuff, places that I would want to fish to try to get on some sharks today. So, you know, for what it was, we made the most of the day. Now, I wish it would have been better as far as, you know, the amount of people we were around. That kind of that threw me off first thing. But thanks for, if you've sat through this whole shebang with me, thanks. Appreciate you coming along with me on this adventure and getting out here and exploring and catching some fish with me. I do wish you would learn how to cast better because, again, I've never cast in a tree in my life, but every time I give you the rod, you see where we end up. But, well, there's old Kiki Sandbar, lunch and dinner. You think they've got a world famous Reuben, lobster Reuben over there? That would be closer. I think I'm gonna go up that place and get the lobster Reuben today. Anyway, y'all, that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna make my way back, get loaded up, go get the lobster Reuben. Y'all will get a full report on that next video. See if it's really world famous or should be world famous. And we'll go from there. We'll see. I'm gonna get up in the morning, see what the wind is like, and we'll make a decision. That's how it's gonna be pretty much every day. I'm just gonna have to get up, look out the window, see which direction the wind's blowing, see what it looks like out there on the water, and go from there. And any day that we can get out kind of in the open ocean, we're gonna take advantage of it and go do it. So we got a lot of time left down here, so hopefully gonna get some more opportunities for sharks in the coming days. So anyway, I'm rambling on, y'all. Thanks for coming with me and sitting through this crap. I'll see you next time.